Good Tuesday afternoon. Welcome in to Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us today. We are very excited to be with you on a beautiful day here in East Tennessee. We have a lot to cover. Congratulations to the Florida Gators. Is that how we begin the show? Jason Swain, VFL, former Tennessee wide receiver. We invite you to join us at 865-656-9900 to share thoughts, opinions, discussed, as I think there might be some of that. Not as much SEC love that I've noticed over the last 12-ish hours after Florida was able to pull off the win and win the national championship last night, beating Houston 65-63.
We don't have to start the show congratulating Florida, Josh. They'll get their congratulations at some point, but we didn't have to start the show off with that.
I want to tell you something. You tweeted out your congratulations to the SEC. SEC, with the appropriately used crying girl dancing gif.
Yeah.
I considered, but also I would say wisely chose not to, posting below the photo of you in a Florida pullover.
Oh, you should have it. It would have been funny. Listen, man, when you have,
we've gotten some pretty good engagement.
Well, here's the thing: when you have memes and videos and GIFs and photos, you save them for the most appropriate time. And Josh, I don't know if there's going to be another time for you to use that. We lost to Florida 2 football seasons ago, and you saved that photo. We played a whole football season, and now we're in basketball season. The end of basketball season, that was a perfect time for you to use it. Should have used it. It would have been great. I can take a good joke.
Okay,
that would have been good.
I regret not doing it.
Yeah, you dropped the ball on that one.
Because what I partly considered was, we've done the show together for almost 3 years. We get along great. We have pretty good chemistry, I think.
That's what the listeners think.
That's what they say, which we appreciate hearing.
Yeah.
I don't think you've ever wanted to punch me. I don't think so. And I didn't want to see if that would change. So that was part of my thinking.
No. I would have laughed.
Did you text Chris Doran congratulations on his Gators winning the title?
He ain't on the team. He ain't do nothing.
Okay.
I'm not congratulating him. He didn't do anything. He did the same thing I did last night. Watch the game. He probably cheered.
Yeah, his mood was different based on
his mood was different, but I promise you, we cheered the same amount during the game.
Yep. What happened? Can you tell me, to the Houston basketball team that we talked about, with its ability to close and its mental toughness to avoid mistakes and force mistakes by the other side? We spent a lot of time on that yesterday during the show. Look at how Houston finished off the Duke Blue Devils. And then last night, the final stretch for Houston was the opposite of that.
Where's my youth basketball coaches? Where are y'all? Youth basketball coaches.
For the YouTube feed, Swain is up.
Let me holler at you.
He's out of his seat.
My youth league basketball coaches. Y'all know what I'm talking about here. What do you teach your post players when they get an offensive rebound? What do you tell them to do with the basketball before putting the ball in the basket? What do you tell them not to do? You tell them, do not bring the ball below your waist don't bring the ball down because the most simple reason is it's the opposite direction of the basket. That's the simple answer. It's the opposite direction of the basket. Mm-hmm. The floor is the opposite direction.
Mm-hmm.
It's the
Basket's up.
The last place you
down.
want to go is to the floor. The second reason is because you can get it stolen. The smaller players who are closer to the floor, big guys, big ladies, they can get it from you, preventing you from putting the ball in the basket, which, last time I checked, is the objective of the game of basketball. It's what James Naismith wrote in a book.
That's why he brought the peach baskets out.
It wasn't for peach cobbler. Okay? But I was talking to Ben this morning, Ben McKee. I'll ask you, what did you see in that game last night that would make me want to bring up that youth league point about offensive rebounding as it pertains to the post players? Why would I bring that up?
Did you see Houston go down with it?
Houston, Jesse Tugler got an offensive rebound. He brought it all the way to the floor. He dropped it like it was hot. I thought he was twerking the way he brought the ball down to the floor. I thought he was going to do some dance moves. Son, put the ball back in the basket. You can see Kelvin Sampson trying to talk to him. You can see his disappointment. It goes back to the fundamentals. Put the ball in the basket. That's number one. Number two, Emmanuel Sharp.
Mm.
He lit us up, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
He was amazing against us.
Sharpshooter against Tennessee.
Emmanuel Sharp, where were you last night? Huh? What? Did you just forget how to play basketball last night? Huh? Because you sure remembered against Tennessee. I mean, my goodness. You look like Steph Curry against Tennessee. You look like a 20-year veteran in the NBA, a 10-time All-Star against Tennessee, but against Florida. When we counted on you to handle business, you decided to dribble in traffic. Spacing, son. Spacing. You had a post player on the block. You had a guard in the corner. You decided to dribble right over there next to him. And the ball just dribbled right off your leg out of bounds. Turnover. Fundamentals. Fundamentals. Son, what you doing? What you doing, son? Just disappointing. You let down the nation last night, Houston. And we was rooting for you. You had a 12-point lead. You got Keem Olajuwon out there. Jim Nance out there. We all rooting for you. Let's show Carl Lewis in the crowd. I was afraid he's going to do the national anthem, but he didn't do it. I'm glad he didn't. Uh-oh. But they show him in the crowd. We all rooting for you, Houston. Walter Clayton didn't do anything in the first half. Disappointed. And then the officiating. You let him play in the first half. But no. Let's switch it up on them. Let's keep the audience on their toes. Let's switch it up on them, officials. Huddle up, officials. We're going to do something. It's time for us to get our attention. In the second half, we want the attention on us. So with the 14 minutes to go, Houston's in a bonus. Florida feeling like they were done wrong. So the ref said, you know what? Maybe we're a little too hard on Florida. Let's try to even it up. Oh, about 3 or 4 calls in a row on Houston. And then Houston has 10 fouls, and Florida has 7 fouls. Like, how did Houston catch up that fast? So the refs called 2 different games in the halves. You blew it, Houston. I mean, I know you know this. I know you're hurting more than I'm hurting. You put the work in. You were right there, man. The chance to claim the first national championship. Right there. Didn't even get a shot off at the end. Didn't even get a shot off, man. It's just rough. The referees missed the goaltending, and they lost by 2 points.
That sequence.
That was bad.
That sequence has an effect because you miss the goaltend, which should have been called, should have stopped things. Florida runs back the other side.
Should have stopped it.
And hits a shot to close out the half. There's a lot of basketball that had to be played after that, so we don't know how things are played out, but I know that that's a big deal in a game where points were difficult to come by.
I thought the replay was for scoring plays. You can't
I'm with you. With all the replays, with all the reviews, all the stoppages we get for the most minor issues, that one is about points on the scoreboard.
Yeah, you can't miss that.
If they call the goaltend there, it's 33-25. Instead, they miss it. Florida runs back to the other end. Richard hits a 3, and it's 31-28.
You can't miss
it. Goes
that.
from being an 8-point game to a 3-point game in 5-6 seconds.
You can't miss that. But
so I'm with you on that. That if you said, "Hey, Josh, fix something," what are you fixing in college basketball? It is the flawed system of officiating and reviews. And if I had to pick one, I would just say the review system. The review system is largely idiotic.
Listen,
in how it's handled.
The objective in sports is to get points. Mm-hmm. And anytime that you have a chance to double check and confirm a team scoring points that may be questionable, you need to do it. Hockey, soccer, baseball, basketball, football, we're talking points. It's a key factor, you winning or losing. You have to review that. Now, hey, man, the ball goes out of bounds and you got a bad angle and it's 5 minutes to go in the game. I mean, it's a human element. I get it. But when we talking points, you have to review it. You have to. You will stop the game in the middle of the game to review a player being clumsy, running into another player, and that player falling and being hurt. You'll review that. You review that. The Florida player, not watching where he's going with his 2 little seashells in his hair. I don't know what kind of hairstyle that is, but whatever. He accidentally runs into Tugler. Tugler wasn't expecting it, probably knocked the breath out of him. They went to go review that. But you can't review the ball being on the rim and being knocked off the rim. You're not going to review that one? That makes no sense to me at all. All right, congratulations, Florida. You
that was
deserve
quite the congratulatory message and speech you delivered. Justin says, Josh, give Jason a hug.
They deserve it. They won.
Swain sounds like Stephen A. today.
Oh, well.
You going to go after LeBron next segment?
No, I'm not going to do that.
Florida wins 65-63.
I just want to sound like Jason.
In the final 90 seconds on Saturday against Duke, Houston scored 12 points, forced a turnover, held Duke to 0 of 3 shooting from the field. In the final 90 seconds versus Florida, Houston failed to score, missed 2 shots, and turned it over 4 times. Part of this would go to the free throw attempts in the end by Florida, but from the field, Houston attempted 16 more shots than Florida. 69 attempts by Houston, 53 by Florida. They attempted 16 more shots, but only made 3 more. 35% from the field from the Houston Cougars, 6 of 25 from behind the three-point line, 9 of 14 at the free throw line, and 2 points short against Florida. So the SEC is back in victory lane. The SEC has its first college basketball national championship in 13 years, with the Florida Gators beating Houston last night. We'll continue the conversation, 865-656-9900. Swain continues his celebration of the SEC's title right here on Josh and Swain.
I'm Tennessee head football coach Josh Heupel. Get your Tennessee football coverage where you get insight unlike any other. No one covers the ball like 99.1 The Sports Animal.
Waters Equipment is your Maryville and surrounding area Woods Equipment tractor implement dealer, featuring the original Batwing rotary cutter. Woods Equipment offers products with 10-year gearbox warranties, rotary cutters with easy change blade system with a simple 3/4 wrench. They have Woods rotary cutters, rotary tillers, box blades, grater blades, pallet forks, finish mowers, and more products offered for tractors. Woods Equipment is available at Waters Equipment Company. Call 865-238-9000 or visit watersequipmentco.com.
Progressive knows when you own a boat or RV, it's like you're automatically on vacation, even if you're actually a marriage counselor in the middle of couples therapy. But in your mind, you're camping in Acadia, puttering around Frenchman Bay. Your boat and RV are both protected. You're lobster drenched in butter and... Uh-oh, did your clients just notice you weren't listening? Quick, do the thing where you just repeat back exactly what they said but as a question. They bought it. Now back to Maine, earning an automatic discount bundling your boat or RV with your home or auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Are you someone who tries to drive while distracted by your phone? Someone who props it on the steering wheel? Or peeks down at it for a glance? Or just scrolls and scrolls? If so, you could be the next person to get into a fender bender, get a ticket, veer off the road, or even cause a crash that kills you or someone else. Enough already. Put the phone away or pay. Paid for by NHTSA.
Our new Maryville location is now open and serving the best wings on the planet. Come see us today at 1904 West Broadway in Maryville at the all-new Big Kahuna Wings that change your taste buds forever.
Mike Bradley here from the Knoxville Safe House, offering the largest selection of Browning safes in East Tennessee. Through April 15th, enjoy store discounts and Browning rebates for great savings. Visit our store to select the best Browning safe for your needs. The Knoxville Safe House offers delivery, installation, and professional safe moving services. Visit our store off of Alcoa Highway, online at knoxvillesafehouse.com, or like us on Facebook. The Knoxville Safe House. Remember, you need a safe, you just don't know it.
Come on, man, throw it hard.
This is my husband.
Right here. Come on, I'll catch it. Oh, man.
And that was our bay window. And that is a sign my husband's in a lot of trouble.
Better call Instaglass. Instaglass can replace and fix glass instantly. In fact, they can get it done the same day. They also fix moisture in your glass or fogged windows by repairing seal failures fast. They even have a 10-year warranty. Call Instaglass at 567-4555 or go online to instiglass.com.
Fort Sanders Health and Fitness is now Covenant Health Fitness Center. Same great service, new name, no long-term contracts. Visit us at Pellissippi Parkway and Kingston Pike for a free 3-day trial. Visit covenanthealth.com/fitness-center or call 531-5000.
Spring is in the air and Knoxville Smokies opening day's right around the corner. Experience the season from your balcony at Yardley Flats. Brand new apartments in downtown Knoxville, steps away from the action at Covenant Health Park. These brand new studio 1- and 2-bedroom apartments offer stunning views along with sleek, modern finishes and top-tier amenities designed for champions like you. Whether looking for a place to relax, entertain, or stay active, Yardley Flats has everything you need to live at the top of your game. They're filling up fast. Visit yardleyflats.com today.
Three Ridges is one of Knoxville's premier public golf courses. It challenges all ages. It challenges all skill levels. It's set in the shadows of the Great Smoky Mountains. Three Ridges has hosted many top-tier golf tournaments. That includes the Knoxville Open. They've also had many Tour Pro events and several state amateur outings. Three Ridges has been named one of Golf Digest's best courses to play. To find out more, you can visit them at knoxcounty.org or go to 865-687-4797.
Fair, honest sports conversation from two guys that define credibility. Here's Josh and Swain on 99.1, The Sports Animal.
This is Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us. 865-656-9900 if you would like to join us. Florida winning the national title last night. Justin says, I will never, ever congratulate Florida, ever, for anything, ever.
Ever. Ever, ever? Ever, ever? Ever. Sandlot. Forever. Not going to do it. They are fun to watch, I ain't going to lie.
Florida figured out a way, despite not shooting well, Houston being as good as it was defensively, Clayton struggling to score, to win in the
struggled. Richards did not struggle shooting.
No, but as a team, they shot terribly. They shot below 40%.
Yeah, as a team.
They shot 25% from three.
Yeah, well, Richards
Clayton was 1 of 7. Martin was 1 of 6.
Yeah.
The bench was 0 of 3 behind the three-point line. So it was not an offensive display of riches.
And what?
But the intensity was there for 40 minutes, and that I appreciate.
Well, as it should be, but Florida, when they got themselves in trouble this season and lost games, they didn't lose many, but when they did, it's because they turned the ball over. And earlier in the game, first half, they had a lot of turnovers. That's why Houston was able to build that lead. And second half, they did a better job of playing defense, but they did a better job of taking care of the basketball. I thought Houston had Florida shook. I mean, besides Richard, everybody else was shook. Condon had 3 travels. He was shook. He didn't even want to do post moves. I mean, he was getting shot blocked. Like, Houston was the aggressor. And, hey, Florida settled down and start making winning plays. Listen, if you're just a fan of basketball and you don't have any allegiance to any school, Florida is a fun team to watch. Houston's a fun team to watch. Mm-hmm. Both teams, their own way, they play basketball the right way, and I think they're both fun to watch. But Florida has found themselves down multiple times this season and play their best when they're down late. Like, no one leads the country in second half points. Their ability to turn it on in the second half when it matters most in the last 5 minutes or last 6 or 7 minutes. They came back against Maryland. They came back against Texas Tech. They came back against UConn. I don't think they played Maryland. That was another team. But they came back against Tech, and they came back against UConn, and they came back last night. So this Florida team, they're just good. And they were this year's version of last year's UConn. They had the pieces. They had the toughness. They had the scoring ability. They had the depth. And they are a team that didn't have a single top 100 player. And how can you not respect that? I respect it.
Yeah, I don't come out of this saying, hey, the wrong team won. The team that figured out how to win that kind of game won the championship. Clayton, as bad as he was shooting the basketball, he makes the defensive play at the end. Running at the shooter, and the shooter makes a mistake, which we can get to as well. But I thought the two best teams were Florida and Duke. Houston was able to get out of there and beat Duke.
Yeah.
And Houston was very close to winning the national championship. Whether it was the best team in the country or not wouldn't have mattered because they would have beaten Duke and Florida to win it and would have very much deserved it. But Florida got out of there 36-4. They win the SEC tournament championship, and they win the NCAA tournament. They are rightful national champions. To clear something up from the last segment, talking about the missed goaltend late in the first half, somebody texted and asked, why didn't they at least review it at the stoppage? So it has to be called on the floor to be reviewed. They don't go back and review something that wasn't called on the goaltend. So if they had called goaltend, that's another reason. Call it, and then you can review it. And if you have to wipe away the points, when it's that close, but
6 eyeballs.
Yeah, they missed on that.
6 eyeballs, and you didn't see that. Like, that's the one thing you're supposed to be watching is the basketball, especially when it's shot. So what were you looking at, refs? You looking at the people's shoes? Your eyes should be at the basket. Of course, you can see fouls that happen below the rim, but everyone's eyes should have been at the basket anyways. How do you miss that call?
Right.
I didn't graduate at Houston. I'm not a big Houston fan, but you know.
They runner-up you. 3 tournament final appearances, 3 runner-up finishes. That's tough.
That's real tough. That's tough. They'll be back in the same position next year. The chance to win the Big 12, be a number 1 seed.
Yep.
They'll be right there.
Yeah, they could win it next year.
Yeah, they can. But still, you just never know, man. Rick Barnes got to the Final Four in 2003. It hasn't been back since. So I mean, you never know. Dan Marino got to the Super Bowl as a young quarterback and never got back. So you never know. But I do think Houston will have the pieces to make another run.
Brandon says Florida fans do not even deserve to hear good dad jokes.
They don't deserve it.
That's
man.
a harsh thing to say. Awful, terrible, no good, rotten Gators. Always enjoy the show.
Like they don't deserve it, man. They don't deserve it. Them fans are so fair weather. They're so fair weather, man. They've had issues with attendance at baseball games. They got one of the best baseball programs in the country. Winning national championships. Like, you've never heard Tennessee fans not showing up to a sporting event. Now,
well,
huh? What you mean? Well, we show up now.
Pre-Vitello, there were some.
I'm not talking about.
There were some seats that were available.
I'm not just talking about just baseball. I'm talking about the fan base.
No, I'm not questioning the fan base. I'm just saying.
But like Tennessee stunk.
Yeah.
Florida baseball was winning championships.
They've been
and
good,
still
right.
was having attendance issues. Like, that never happens here. Like, we're going to show up, and we showed up when we were stinking for a decade in football. Like, we still showed up. And so my point is, like, they don't deserve that national championship. Them fans don't deserve it. The players do. The coaches do. Them fans don't deserve it, man. They don't deserve it. Mm-mm.
Does it make you feel better that Florida's 1-11 in baseball right now in the SEC? Does that make you feel better?
No.
Doesn't help right now.
You know what bothers me too? Don't you hate it when, like, you're in line? It could be any line. It could be traffic, waiting to get on the ramp or waiting to get off the ramp, or waiting in the line in a grocery store, in any line. And you're sitting there and you're like, you know what, hey, I'm going to wait here because I'm sure the people in front of me had to wait their turn, and I'll wait my turn. How do you feel when someone just walks right past you? Just walks right past you, either goes to the register or goes inside the door or passes you on the road when you're waiting, and they just what feeling do you have in the pit of your stomach, Josh? What's that feeling? What's that feeling like?
Some angst.
This man, Todd Golden, he just showed up. This is year 3 for him.
Mm-hmm.
They had all that drama down there earlier in the season with the Title IX stuff. Now, as it relates to Todd Golden, they said they didn't find anything as it relates to him. But Torrin Green, the assistant coach, a former player that won a championship, they still investigating his sexual case, okay? He just shows up in the SEC. My man's coaching in San Francisco. He just shows up and wins in his 3rd year. He's 39 years old. How am I supposed to feel about that? We've been patient. Rick Barnes has been building this thing. He's been building this thing brick by brick. I said it. Butch Jones didn't invent it. People said it before him, so it's okay. Don't get triggered. But he's been building it. Bruce Pearl's been building it. All these coaches in this league, they've been here longer, and Golden just shows up and just wins it. Ugh. That's how it feels when you get cut in line. Clearly, I'm emotional right now, Josh.
Some would say basking in the celebratory nature of the SEC. Andrew in the text box.
People probably feel that way about
3-2-1.
People probably feel that way about Tony Vitello coming into the league and winning a championship. But it wasn't year 3. But he had success pretty quick, though.
People in Fayetteville?
Oh, yeah, they super jealous. Super jealous of Tennessee baseball because they feel like they deserve Tony Vitello. We don't deserve Tony Vitello because they're baseball fans. They probably feel like it's better than our baseball fans. Look at our stadium. Look at our passion. Look at our support that we've given our baseball program. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Arkansas fans probably feel that way.
So you feel bad?
Feel bad for what? No, you should have fired Dave Van Horn and made Tony the head coach.
865-656-9900. How do you feel after Florida won the national championship last night against Houston? Ron Slay is traveling today. He's going to check in. We don't know exactly what time. We don't know exactly for how long, but that's his dedication to you. He's been down in San Antonio for the last 5 days. Well rested. He couldn't find any nightlife activity, but he's traveling. He'll join us during the show today, as he does each week during the basketball season, which came to a close last night thanks to Native Design. Thanks for hanging out with us. We continue the conversation on Josh and Swain.
Johnson, our CFO needs some info for the IPO ASAP.
No problem, boss. Just search the web. Cumulus Digital has helped our SEO big time.
Speak English, Johnson.
Search engine optimization.
SEO, huh? Let's A-OK.
CumulusDigital.com. Time now for a Sports Animals Sports Minute.
Florida is the men's college basketball national champion after defeating Houston 65-63 last night in the NCAA men's tournament final. The Gators overcame a 12-point second-half deficit and locked down Houston defensively to prevent Houston from getting off a final shot in their final possession. Will Richard scored 18 points to lead the Gators in the win. Major League Baseball today, just after 4 o'clock, White Sox visit the Guardians, Mets host the Marlins, 6:45, Cardinals visit the Pirates, Dodgers take on the Nationals, Red Sox host the Blue Jays, just after 7, Rays take on the Angels, Phillies visit the Braves, 7:45, Royals host the Twins, Rangers visit the Cubs, Brewers take on the Rockies at 8:40, at 9:45, Orioles visit the Diamondbacks, Mariners host the Astros, Reds take on the Giants, and the Padres visit the A's just after 10. Tennessee baseball takes on Alabama State tonight at Lindsey Nelson Stadium. First pitch is set for 6 o'clock. Catch the game right here on the Sports Animal. I'm Joel Silverberg.
Hiller Plumbing, Cooling, and Electrical, they've been in business for over 35 years, family-owned and operated. This is important because you know they're going to do things the right way. When you are kind of panicking after an electrical emergency, maybe HVAC emergency or plumbing emergency, when you call Hiller, know that they know exactly what they're doing. They've done it before. 35 years in business. The experts are going to solve your problems quickly. The price that you're told is the price that you'll actually pay. There's no hidden fees, no surprises when you get your bill. Their techs are professional, experienced, and trustworthy, all background checked and drug screened. And when they are on their way, you'll receive a photo of the tech and a link to track them in real time so you know exactly when they're going to come to your house. There's no more wasting around. 100% satisfaction guarantee of happy you'll be, or the service is free. That's what you get with Hiller. Go to the website, book online now at happyhiller.com.
This has been a paid announcement. Must qualify for enrollment. Results may vary.
Attention! Have you racked up $10,000 or more in credit card debt? Are you barely getting by making minimum payments? With credit card debt reaching all-time highs, National Debt Relief is notifying consumers about significant debt relief options currently being made available to help those with overwhelming credit card debt. These options may reduce a large portion of credit card debt for those who qualify. You don't need to declare bankruptcy or take out a consolidation loan, and you may only have to pay back a fraction of what you owe, even if you have bad credit. National Debt Relief has already reduced the credit card debt for more than 550,000 consumers, so don't wait. If you owe $10,000, $20,000, or even $100,000 in credit card debt, you can now take advantage of this financial debt relief as the cost of living continues to skyrocket. To check what debt reduction you may qualify for, call 800-609-6677. 800-609-6677. And once again, that's 800-609-6677.
Honey, we need a new roof.
Go to moshingles.com and get a quote in 60 seconds.
Are they any good?
Yeah, they're a top-rated roofing company in East Tennessee and A+ rated with the BBB.
Free instant quotes at moshingles.com.
Hello, everyone. Longtime motorsports commentator Dr. Jerry Punch here.
If you're looking for a few days to relax and enjoy the adrenaline rush of your favorite sport, you need to make plans to attend the NASCAR Triple Header Weekend at Bristol Motor Speedway on April 11th through 13th. The relaxing part starts with a peaceful drive through the picturesque Blue Ridge Mountains of Tennessee. Then the action cranks up Thursday night with a Weather Guard Truck Series race, followed by both Xfinity and Cup Series action on Saturday and Sunday. The track, nicknamed Thunder Valley, is also called the world's fastest half mile because its 3-story high concrete banks produce laps in the 15-second range. It's Bristol Motor Speedway, one track, 3 nights showcasing NASCAR's newest and brightest stars.
WeatherGuard says thank you to all the safety and ops crews helping to keep the track running safe and smooth every day in every race. This year's crew is sponsored by WeatherGuard Truck and Van Equipment, established in 1968, proven every day. WeatherGuard.com.
Hey Vol fans, it's Dr. Lewis Reaper with Tennessee Foot and Ankle, and our team is all Vol. We know the pains that come from kicking the TV after a tough loss and the agony that follows until the next win. For any Vol pain that you experience, let us help heal you from the ankles down. Located in Sevierville, Madisonville, and Lenoir City, we'll make it worth the drive knowing you're being treated by true Vol fans who know true Vol pains. Call today at VOL 986-2700 and let's get your Vol pain gone before more settle in this next game day. Tennessee Foot and Ankle.
The Knoxville Ice Bears start the playoffs with a first-round home game on Wednesday, April 9th at 7 o'clock at the Civic Coliseum. Come early to receive a free rally towel. For tickets, call 525-7825 or visit KnoxvilleIceBears.com.
This report is sponsored by AutoZone. Get in the zone. The free AutoZone Fix Finder service can help you troubleshoot the likely cause of your pesky check engine light for free and help you save time and money down the road. Restrictions apply. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
Cold, late day sunshine, only 53 after a lot of us started at freezing. Should be all dry with an even colder night on tap. Wednesday morning, 20s up high, near freezing in Knoxville. But then we really ramp things up, at least briefly, to the middle 60s with rain Thursday, Friday. From the WVLT Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Ben Cathy.
Bring a whole new meaning to your backyard barbecue with a new deck. Tennessee Home is your local trusted deck and fencing specialist. Call today for a free, no-pressure design appointment at 865-304-0955 or visit them online, TennesseeHome.us.
The hottest sports stories of the day, broken down to their very core with honest, informed opinions. Here's Josh and Swain on The Sports Animal.
This is Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. Craig in the text box says, Swain, have patience. Our time will come when it's just the right time for us.
I want to be Greg Sankey's favorite. I saw Greg Sankey at the game. Had a proud look on his face.
Title is back in the hands of the SEC. They've lost it in football.
I wanted to be the team to make Greg Sankey proud, not Florida.
Tennessee did it last summer. He's proud of Tony Vitello's baseball team.
Yeah, I know.
Another Craig says Florida just has all that youthful energy their coach loves.
Yep. That's a pretty fair statement. Sure. Listen, man, they're fun to watch. They are fun to watch. Lady Vols and men's team beat the national champions.
Hang the banner?
No, sir.
We beat both champs.
We did, but we're not hanging a banner. It just lets you know that you're close.
Yeah.
Real close. Now, Kim Caldwell, her first year, great season. She's close. And I'm seeing these names in the portal that's looking at Tennessee. Yo, you get that girl from Rutgers. But it just lets you know that you're close. You're close.
Well, the men's team, with the roster still be determined, just like the women's team, but The men's team will
come back next year.
Whatever the new look roster is, saying, okay, we're going to try to make the Final Four happen this year. The Lady Vols will go into next year saying it's time to compete for championships. The year one honeymoon period is over.
The thing about basketball, though, with the portal is, as a football fan, you can look at the recruiting rankings and be like, it ain't happening. Or, oh, yeah, baby, it's happening based on the recruiting rankings because if you have a top 5 class, you stack them, you're going to have the talent that's going to help you win a lot of games in football. Basketball, last night proved that stuff don't mean anything. It's about getting the right dudes in the portal.
Mm-hmm.
Getting the right dudes in the portal. Houston got a couple guys from the portal. Auburn, portal.
Right
Florida.
guys in the portal, and part of what comes with that, the right veteran leaders to help guide you there.
Man.
Because there's going to be so few opportunities to find a Cooper Flag to lead you there. And I know they fell short. He did more than enough to get them there. They were a play made away from playing for the national championship. But for the most part, it's going to be what you saw last night. Older guys that have been in college, 3, 4, 5, 6 years in some cases, leading the way. That was the case for Florida and Houston.
Timeout. I need a full timeout, Josh. Did you see Chad Baker-Mazara?
He's coming back.
On Twitter?
He's coming back. If I'm not mistaken, he'll be 26 next year playing college basketball.
He can rent a car. Josh, he can go straight out of the terminal.
Mm-hmm.
Get off the plane. I'll use Tyson McGee Airport as an example. He can go right down the escalator or steps if you prefer and go straight to Alamo, straight to Hertz, straight to Enterprise and rent a car, man.
Mm-hmm. Yep. He won't turn 26 until SEC play. He'll begin the season at only 25.
He's going to be 26 during the season.
Yeah, that's right.
He's closer to 30 than he is 20.
That's right.
Josh, come on, man. He's too damn old to be out there.
He's closer to 50 than he is to birth.
Oh.
Yep, coming back. We'll come back right here on Josh and Swain, 865-656-9900 to join us. We continue on both 99.1 The Sports Animal and AM 640 The Sports Monster.
Everything is more expensive than before, except for the Sports Animal. Always free on the air and on the stream. 99.1 The Sports Animal.
Be here today for No Huddle. 30 minutes of talking sports, only stopping to give you 30-second traffic updates. Be here at 5 for No Huddle, powered by Chattanooga Whiskey. Made in Chattanooga with double the roasted and toasted grains than anyone else. It's Tennessee's best sipping whiskey. No Huddle, today, 5 p.m. on 99.1. The Sports Animal.
O'Reilly. Check engine, ABS, or maintenance light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. The service is free and provides a report with solutions verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you need help, we could recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, let's talk ED because millions of men experience it. But not everyone can access or afford treatments like Viagra. Hims can help. Through Hims.com, you can access a full range of treatment options for ED through a 100% online process. To start your free online visit and save up to 95%, go to hims.com/joy. HIMS.com/JOY.
Fort Sanders Health and Fitness is now Covenant Health Fitness Center. Same great service, new name, no long-term contracts. Visit us at Pellissippi Parkway and Kingston Pike for a free 3-day trial. Visit covenanthealth.com/fitness-center or call 531-5000.
Celebrate 7 decades of dogwood arts. Follow the pink lines and explore over 90 miles of blooming dogwood trails, a Knoxville tradition since 1955. hopscotch through Chalk Walk, and make memories at the Dogwood Arts Festival with over 100 fine art vendors, live entertainment, and food trucks in World's Fair Park from April 25th through the 27th. Enjoy live music at Southern Skies Music and Whiskey Festival featuring Charlie Crockett, the Dirty Govnas, Willow Avalon, and many more. And don't miss the Tennessee Whiskey Experience, where you can sample spirits from across the state. May 10th in World's Fair Park. Make memories you'll never forget at Knoxville's favorite springtime celebration. Presented by ORNL Federal Credit Union. Visit dogwoodarts.com for more details.
Brought to you in part by The Sports Animal, a proud supporter of Dogwood Arts.
Wow, these bank fees are flat out ridiculous. And forget about trying to get a car or home loan. So, who do you do your banking with, Sharon?
Me? I don't.
You don't use a bank?
No.
So what do you, like, save your money under a mattress? Bury it in the backyard? Or maybe you borrow from some rich relative when you need a loan?
No, nothing like that. I do credit unioning.
Wait, what? Credit unioning? What the heck's that?
It's kind of like banking, but so much better. Especially if you use Alcoa 10 Federal Credit Union.
Shopping for an auto loan? Shopping for a vehicle is easy the ATFCU way. Talk to Alcoa 10 before you shop so you can hit the lots with a same-day pre-approved loan. And you can get behind the wheel of that new or used car or truck. Alcoa 10 Federal Credit Union, the clear choice. Your less red tape banking alternative. Go to atfcu.com for details. Member NCUA, an equal housing lender.
Imagine a windowed sunroom, fully adjustable, that's a screen room too. Diversified enclosures and screen can make that happen. Your screened room, porch, or patio is just a click away. Friendly free estimates at sunandscreen.com.
Shane Gillis, live on stage.
I'm a bit of a history buff, which, by the way, that is early onset Republican.
His biggest tour ever is coming to Knoxville.
If you're a white dude in your 20s and 30s and you're like, I can't stop reading about World War II, it's coming, brother.
See Shane Gillis with his unmistakable comedic style. Live at Thompson Bowling Arena at Food City Center Friday, April 25th. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com. For more, visit ShaneMGillis.com.
I'm Chelsea Messenger, helping you beat the books with the BetMGM Network. Two great pitchers face off tonight in Phillies and Braves, with Zach Wheeler and Chris Sale going toe-to-toe. But the lineups look far from even. The Phillies rank third in OPS. Meanwhile, the Braves are dead last in the same category. The price is too nice to pass up playing the better overall team. Take the Phillies at close to even money over the Braves. Bet smarter and beat the books. Download the BetMGM app today. Please gamble responsibly.
I had the worst dream last night. You were in a car crash, and the kids and I were on our own. We had to move out of the house because I couldn't afford it anymore.
That's awful, hon.
My brother got life insurance from Ethos, and it only took 10 minutes. And he got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day. It's all online. No medical exam. He just answered a few health questions right from his house.
Ethos, here we come.
Visit ethos.com/sports. Ethos.com/sports.
Sample rate is a 10-year term life policy for 35-year-old healthy, non-smoking male. Billed monthly.
From the Budweiser studios of The Sports Animal, we are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
This is Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. Quick note, and then we're going to hit the face-off coming up in just a moment. Some tough questions, kind of a close to basketball season face-off. Evan Maya noting since the portal era started, it's a short era to this point, including the ability to hop in, transfer, play right away elsewhere. Every national champ over the last 4 seasons had more than 50% of its minutes played by returning players. That does not mean started their time at the school, but played at the school the previous season. Florida had 70% of its minutes played by guys that returned. UConn 61%. UConn before that close, but 53%. And then Kansas in 22, 81%. So roster continuity from one year to the next does matter, at least in the short window of what we've seen to this point. Again, Ron Slay is going to stop by the show. We'll have a sleigh ride for a certain amount of time. He's traveling, has been in San Antonio covering the Final Four the last several days, so he'll hop on a little bit later thanks to Native Design. Right now, we hit today's face-off.
You want some? Come get some!
Head to
head-to-head, toe-to-toe. Let's go one-on-one with today's face-off.
What's to be the man? You gotta beat the man.
Are you ready?
Let's get this mother crock.
Joel, what do you have for us today?
Should Cooper Flagg come back to Duke to avoid playing for the Washington Wizards?
Yes. I think he should. I mean, he's going to get paid a lot of money one way or the other. But it's one thing to avoid bad teams. You should, at all costs, avoid bad organizations. And these are organizations that continually get it wrong over and over and over. Sometimes you have a bad season. And the Warriors, they had a lottery pick a couple years ago with, Wiseman. You want to avoid bad organizations at all costs. I'm saying yes.
I would consider it. And one reason I would consider it is because he can make so much money. He would not make up all the difference, but he could make $7-8 million legitimately.
Yeah, for sure.
Zachariah Risache, who was the number 1 pick last year. Happy birthday to him, by the way. It's his birthday today. He's making 12 and change. Now, it does delay your year of getting to your next contract. He'll be fine financially. I would consider it if I'm Cooper Flagg. I'd also considering demanding a trade.
What will be your favorite memory from Tennessee's 2024-25 season?
I mean, it'd probably be the win at home against Alabama. Jamal Meshack shot at the end. That moment. It's hard to top that moment. Tennessee had some wins against better teams. I mean, you beat Florida, you beat Auburn. But the win to Alabama, just being at home, and Jamal Meshack using that play and his platform to raise a ton of money for Sacred Harvard Food Bank, I'm going to go with that one.
So that was not my number 1, but I have a number 2 ready because I agree with you. I was in the arena. The energy was incredible. Is as incredible as most moments I've experienced watching a Tennessee event live. Number 2 would be Tennessee's win against Kentucky in the Sweet 16, first time they've ever played in the NCAA tournament. Don't overlook the importance of getting to an Elite 8. It still only happened 3 times in school history. So number 2, I would go beating Kentucky in the NCAA tournament.
Which basketball team is your way too early favorite in the SEC next year?
These are to be determined rosters, by the way, so this is a fluid question, but it is a day after the title question.
I'm probably going to roll with Auburn. I mean, when in doubt, I'm going to roll with Bruce Pearl to be able to go out and grab certain dudes. I mean, he's already hit the portal once so far and got a big-time player from Central Florida, small forward. So I'll go with Auburn.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, when you can get a 25, 26-year-old to help lead the way, too, talk about bringing back minutes.
Oh, yeah, he can be telling stories to the freshmen.
Come sit on my knee.
At halftime. Come on over here and sit on my knee. Let me tell you about that one time we played against
Grandpa Mazzara.
Yeah.
What was the pre-portal era like? I'll go Kentucky. They just landed a 6'10" big man from Arizona State, 5-star player a year ago who already put up close to 10 and 8 a game with 2.5 blocks a game. They'll have a really good roster. They'll have year 2 of success this past year. I'll say Kentucky.
With March Madness over, which sporting event between now and football season are you most looking forward to?
Jello. Shots. Everybody. College World Series, baby. Tennessee. We'll be back.
You calling your shot then? Tennessee's got to be there.
Yeah, Tennessee will be there. College World Series.
No problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was fun, man.
Okay.
That was fun.
Well, I'm not going to join in jinxing the Volunteers like I joined you in your jinx of Tennessee this past weekend.
What about the jinx last year when Tennessee was number 1 seed and no one ever won a baseball championship as a number 1 seed since Miami in 1999? What happened to that jinx?
Well, I don't actually believe in jinxes, so it wasn't one. I'm going to say the sporting event I'm looking forward to the most between now and football season starting will start in 2 days. I'm geared up for the Masters. I'm very excited. I like this turn from the end of the basketball race for the last 3-4 weeks into a nice, calm Augusta event. So put me down for the Masters.
All right, Swain gets the win.
You can call on your event you're looking forward to. The World Series, why not? Run it back.
College World Series was fun. Man, it was outside of Tennessee winning, they were really, really good games being played too, other teams. You know Blake Burke? You know who that is?
Be careful, there might be some FSU fans that are tuning in. Be careful. The 4 teams with the best odds to get the number 1 pick, by the way, the 4 teams are Washington, the Hornets, the Pelicans, and the Jazz. Now, Philly's hanging out there. Brooklyn's hanging out there. That could be interesting.
You don't want anything to do with the Hornets or the Wizards. And Cooper Flag, you really don't want to be in Salt Lake City. I mean, Cooper Flag is big time. He is must-see TV, box office. Like you don't need him in Utah.
If you need to vent after last night's result, you can over the next 2 hours. 2 more to go here on Josh and Swain.
It's part sports.
We have football on the brain.
Part pop culture.
Dennis Leary. True or false? You refuse to wear a glove with Mickey Mantle's signature on it for the movie The Sandlot.
The Red Sox blood, the Bruins blood, they run deep.
And in the best celebrity interviews.
Robert De Niro here on The Rich Eisen Show. How are you, sir?
Just got over a 24-hour virus.
The antidote is to appear on The Rich Eisen Show.
There you go. I would have just done it earlier.
And you've got The Rich Eisen Show podcast.
There is a medicinal quality to appearing on this program.
Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
Hey, it's Josh. I want to tell you about Wilson Brothers Plumbing. Wilson Brothers Plumbing is a local company that works every single day to help people here in East Tennessee. Wilson Brothers has helped us at our home when we dealt with a leak. It was actually during springtime, a little bit later after this time of year, a couple of years ago. We had a pretty big leak issue. We needed it fixed. We needed it fixed quickly. Wilson Brothers Plumbing came out to our home. They inspected what was going on. We didn't know exactly what the problem was. They were able to identify the leak, figure out a plan to fix it, told us what they would do, gave us an upfront price, and then made sure the job was done correctly. We saw the team from Wilson Brothers Plumbing take care of that work for us. If you run into an issue and you need it fixed and you need to know that it's going to be taken care of the right way by the right people, get in touch with Wilson Brothers Plumbing. They can help with any issue, or if you're planning a project, replumbing with your kitchen or bathroom remodel, get in touch with Wilson Brothers Plumbing. You can call 865-415-1537 or visit wilsonbrothersplumbing.com. That's wilsonbrothersplumbing.com. Wilson Brothers, the proof is in the plumbing.
This has been a paid announcement.
Are you tired of struggling with your gate every time you come home? Say goodbye to the hassle and hello to convenience with Stanley Fencing, your East Tennessee experts and automatic gate operators. From big fencing jobs to cozy backyard setups, they've got you covered. At Stanley Fencing, they take pride in not just building fences, but building lasting relationships with their customers. Because when you choose them, you're not just getting a fence, you're getting a partner for life. Stanley Fencing, where quality and care come together.
Join us for Junk Be Gone's 20th anniversary celebration. This month, enjoy $20 off any full-service removal. You just point and we do all the lifting. Locally owned and operated, Junk Be Gone has proudly been the #1 junk removal company for the past 2 decades. Give us a buzz today to book a free estimate. For the do-it-yourselfers, rent a 15-yard driveway dumpster, the perfect size for remodeling, roofing, or just cleaning out the garage. Junk Be Gone, the bee's knees of junk removal for the past 20 years.
When there's stuff that you want gone, give a buzz to Junk Be Gone.
Men's Pro Knoxville is here for guys who get it done. Let's talk, fellas. You solve problems all day at work. You fix your sink when it's broken. But when it comes to male performance, it doesn't get done. We get it. You hate going to the doctor, but you're the guy that fixes things. At Men's Pro Knoxville, there's nothing to fear and no reason to delay. We've been destroying bedroom boredom for thousands of satisfied men. Our medical provider and friendly, discreet team will take the time to listen. So if you haven't fixed this, call us. When the pills fail, call us. If you feel like you've tried everything, call us. Here, there's hope from the conventional to the next level. We even offer treatments like size increase with instant results. Imagine finally taking care of this with no surgery. It's time to be confident. Join the thousands of guys who found success after walking through our doors. Will you be one of them? Dial 865-544-8220 or go to menspronnoxville.com to schedule a $99 male performance consultation, including blood work. Do it for you. Do it for her. menspronnoxville.com.
Join the Eric H. Show with Brian Rice this Friday from 9 to noon at Rusty Wallace Kia of Knoxville on Callahan Drive. Stop by and meet the guys and see the all-new Kia Tellurides. Only at Rusty Wallace Kia of Knoxville this Friday with 99.1 The Sports Animal.
At Progressive, we're making things even easier. We'll help you bundle your home and car insurance together so you could save on both. Learn more at Progressive.com or 1-800-PROGRESSIVE.
From the Budweiser Studios, this is WNML AM Knoxville, WNML FM Friendsville. Streaming worldwide on 99.1 TheSportsAnimal.com and on the Sports Animal app. We are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
This is Maggie Gray with a Sports Minute. Congratulations to Todd Golden and the Florida Gators. Using yet another comeback, the Gators erased a 12-point second-half deficit on their way to the title. My question, what does the future hold for the Gators coach? He's only 39 years old and is being touted as an analytics genius. To me, it sounds like the NBA could be calling very soon. I'm Maggie Gray.
All right, when it comes to getting life insurance for your family, a lot of excuses can get in the way. But ask yourself this. If something were to happen to me, who would pay the mortgage, the kids' education, and the other bills? Then forget the excuses and check out Ethos Life, the online, easy way to get life insurance in 10 minutes. Ethos has rates that you can afford, like a $500,000 policy for a 40-year-old male starting at $1 a day or $30 a month with a few health questions and no medical exam. Get your free quote right now at checkethos.com. That's checkethos.com. Not available in all states. Rates do vary.
You know what's better than a limited time deal? An unlimited time deal. That's why the Wendy's $5 Biggie Bag with a Junior Bacon Cheeseburger, 4-piece nugs, Junior Hot and Crispy Fries, and small soft drink is available all the time. Because the best time for fresh, never frozen beef and Applewood smoked bacon is all the time. Duh. I feel like I'm repeating myself a lot. For the best deal of all time, gotta be Wendy's.
Unlimited time does not mean forever. U.S. price and participation may vary. Prices may be higher in Alaska, Hawaii, and California via third-party delivery. Fresh beef available in the contiguous U.S., Alaska, and Canada.
This is Jay Newton at West Knoxville Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Thank you, America, for making us the largest new car dealer group in the U.S. again.
Hour number 2 of Josh and Swain begins. Thank you for being with us as we continue on 99.1 The Sports Animal. We're on AM 640 The Sports Monster in the Tri-Cities each afternoon as well. However you are listening, wherever you might be, thanks for tuning into the show. You can always listen on demand. Search Josh and Swain where you get your podcasts. You can listen on demand thanks to Beatty Chevrolet. You can join us, call or text at 865-656-9900. Coming off Florida's 65-63 win over Houston last night to win the national championship. So the national titles this season go to UConn on the women's side and Florida on the men's side.
There's more parity in the women's game than it seems like ever. And, you know, UConn doing what they did this season was pretty dang good. And then you look at the Final Four, 4 number 1 seeds, and all the talented teams didn't have a lot of Cinderellas this year. So Florida's win, along with UConn's win, just very, very impressive. UConn, 12 championships on a Geno. Florida, this is not new territory for them. Their 3rd championship, and since 2000, and did it with a third-year coach, a coach under 40 years old. And so, man, what a hire by Florida, getting him from San Francisco, was an assistant under Bruce Pearl at Auburn. So they got a good one, man. The league is strong.
Yeah, I saw a clip from a few years ago. I guess it would have been right after he was hired. I think that was the time. But Sean Farnham was saying, hey, watch out for this Todd Golden guy.
Yeah.
He is a young up-and-comer, but he's going to win at Florida. And I think his prediction was in 5 or 6 years he'd have a national title at Florida.
Yeah, Farnham, he does a really good job of covering West Coast games. I mean, Golden played at St. Mary's.
Yep.
Out there in Cali. St. Mary's and Gonzaga always goes at it every single year. So he played there and then had his opportunity as a head coach at San Francisco. So he's good, man. We kind of saw a little bit of it last year when Florida was peaking at the end of last season.
Yep.
So, Florida got good.
Quickly. Snap your fingers, and all of a sudden Florida was a tough out.
Yeah, for sure. So now they'll have to do it again. They'll lose some players, and I'm sure Florida will have an opportunity to go and recruit and get players to come in and want to play for that system that Todd Golden has.
We got a text earlier that said, hey, Florida's a basketball school now. They don't have the money for football. Spread the word. Maybe this will create some inner jealousy, something like that.
I mean, they've done a good job recruiting the last couple of months, too, in football.
Yeah, Florida, they need a better roster, but the roster's not the big issue. A lot of it's who they're playing. They're playing teams with, as good as Florida's roster is, better rosters. Their schedule's just been brutal. Last year and this year will be tough again.
Well, when you look at Florida's record the last 2-3 years, teams that have lost the way they've lost shouldn't be recruiting the way they're recruiting. So, I mean, they're doing a pretty good job of selling something.
In the first 5 games this season, Florida will play South Florida, at LSU, at Miami, and Texas. And then at Texas A&M the week after that. Man,
they don't have to worry about Texas. They don't have to worry about Texas A&M.
No, that's the sport that still has the one proven coach coming back.
That's right. That's right.
Mike Elko stayed around. They get Mississippi State at home.
They call him a dud, though.
Elko?
Yeah, they call Elko a dud. Oh, man.
The introductory press conferences for the coaches will never stop being weird. Saw yesterday's. It's just weird. Mississippi State at home, October 18th, should be a win. Then they play Georgia and Jacksonville, tough obviously, at Kentucky the following week, not easy. And then after that, they go to Ole Miss. Then they host Tennessee.
At Kentucky, won't be easy, really.
The week after playing Georgia, it won't be easy.
Okay.
Ole Miss won't be easy on the road. Tennessee won't be easy November 22nd.
You're dang right Tennessee won't be easy. It's going to be the hardest game of the season.
Hardest, for sure. And then Florida State, that's a big TBD right now. We'll see.
I think they're going to be okay. I think they'll be okay against Florida State.
But they're doing it again. I mean, they have Long Island University to start out, so they win as weak as possible, all due respect.
Well, they did a pretty good job with a tough schedule last year. I think they have earned
pretty good
the benefit of the doubt
with the schedule, but I mean, they're not going to compete in the conference again. So Florida has the national title, and everybody's on to 2025-26. Tennessee has landed 2 transfer players so far. Both have been made official by the university, with point guard Jacoby Gillespie announced by UT yesterday, and Jalen Carey was announced earlier today by Tennessee, a forward transfer from Vanderbilt.
Jalen Carey, I don't care nothing about no black and gold. It's about that orange, baby. So let's go. Carey's going to be a fan favorite. You watch.
Yep, fans will love him. Yeah, the front court will be one I think the fans are excited about.
Yeah, they saying
in terms of the way they play, what they bring to the table.
They're saying Estrella got a jump shot now. They say he got a real jump shot over there. That's going to be something to pay attention to. Don't you think?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I'll be curious.
You got a big man that can step out and shoot it? That sounds fun. That's a different development with this front court.
(2023-24) Igor Milicic shot 37.5% from 3. This past season, 31.
What are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say I need to see it.
Okay.
But if that is the case and JP is a consistent outside shooter for Tennessee, an outside shooting threat, that's really good. They need that.
Oh, they definitely need it. All right, well, we're going to see then. Yeah, we're going to see, buddy. But front court, you got 5 guys. You got a young player in Brown coming up from Hoover.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have Kay Phillips entering his 3rd season. So I'm looking for a big jump where he develops more of offensive post game. You got Parr, who will enter his 2nd season in this program. I'm looking for him to develop his offensive game, which we saw improve throughout the season. JP back, and then Carey. I like that front court.
Not bad at all.
Yeah. I mean, you can sub 2 and bring 2 fresh off the bench that can go give you some business. And then you got a young player in Brown that, hey, depending on how he progresses when he first get here, may get some minutes in there too.
Wheels are in motion.
Now it's about the guard play. Get guys who can make shots.
What about Nate Ament? Can they be in play there?
Yeah,
in real play?
Tennessee's in play.
Because that would change the conversation.
Tennessee's in play.
We'll continue. 865-656-9900. The sleigh ride has landed. An update from Ron Slay. He's landed. He's going to try to find a quiet spot at his gate and hop on. We'll reflect on the end of the season, look ahead, and get his reaction to the 2 commitments so far. Last week we talked some to Ron Slay about what he wants to see from Tennessee adding to the roster. He has a couple of answers. One came from Nashville, where Ron Slay is heading back to, and Jalen Carey. So we'll get Gillespie, Carey reaction, and a look ahead to 25-26 when we connect with Ron Slay, which should be sometime this hour. We'll continue the conversation. We're with you until 3 o'clock right here on Josh and Swain.
They say the best things in life are free. Streaming 99.1, the sports animal proves it. Always on, always free.
Native Design, your local custom pool and hardscape specialist. For 20 years, Native Design has transformed outdoor spaces into breathtaking retreats where families gather, friends connect, and memories are made. Picture the pool of your dreams, a place to relax, entertain, and make any season unforgettable. Paired with excellent, durable hardscapes like custom decking and stonework, Native Design turns ordinary yards into exceptional escapes. Call 865-310-3256 or visit nativetn.com.
The Knoxville Ice Bears open the first round of the President's Cup playoffs at home on Wednesday, April 9th. Join the Ice Bears at the Civic Coliseum and arrive early to receive a free orange rally towel as the Ice Bears restore the roar this postseason. Ice Bears playoff hockey Wednesday, April 9th at 7 o'clock at the Civic Coliseum. For tickets, call 525-7825 or visit KnoxvilleIceBears.com.
The Knoxville Ice Bears!
Spring is sprung in Knoxville, and it's time to step outside with New Balance. Discover the perfect fit with New Balance shoes. Whether you're hitting the trails, strolling the park, New Balance has shoes designed for comfort and style. Check out the fashionable 574 and 327 models, perfect for any spring outfit. Or if you're ready to run, try the 880s or the all-new design 1540 for the ultimate in performance. Visit New Balance Knoxville today, Suburban Shopping Center, just west of Westtown Mall. Get outside and enjoy these warmer days with New Balance.
Join us for Junk Be Gone's 20th anniversary celebration. This month, enjoy $20 off any full-service removal. You just point and we do all the lifting. Locally owned and operated, Junk Be Gone has proudly been the #1 junk removal company for the past 2 decades. Give us a buzz today to book a free estimate. For the do-it-yourselfers, rent a 15-yard driveway dumpster, the perfect size for remodeling, roofing, or just cleaning out the garage. Junk Be Gone, the bee's knees of junk removal for the past 20 years.
When there's stuff that you want gone, give a buzz to Junk Be Gone.
Are you tired of struggling with your gate every time you come home? Say goodbye to the hassle and hello to convenience with Stanley Fencing, your East Tennessee experts and automatic gate operators. From big fencing jobs to cozy backyard setups, they've got you covered. At Stanley Fencing, they take pride in not just building fences, but building lasting relationships with their customers. Because when you choose them, you're not just getting a fence, you're getting a partner for life. Stanley Fencing, where quality and care come together.
It's Nico time in Tennessee. Our Vols team keeps tipping the win column. If you're looking for a tip in real estate, I'm Nick Nico with the Nico Real Estate team at Keller Williams, and I've got a tip for you. What's that tip? Now is the time. You may have been keeping an eye on interest rates, but with the right strategy, this shouldn't sideline your real estate goals. Like our Vols, you can still score big in today's market. The East Tennessee real estate market is one of the hottest in the nation, so let our local Vol professionals draw up the right play for you. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, let the Nico team find that slam dunk that you've been looking for. Call us at VOL 214-7066 or online at nicoteam.com. That's NICAUD team.com. Maximize your profits by selling high and buying low with our Nico know-how. It's the Nico team at Keller Williams. Go Vols and go Nico.
Ready to conquer your lawn this season? Spartan Mowers has your back with huge spring savings. Right now, get up to $2,500 off select Spartan Mowers with rebates starting at $1,000. Whether you're upgrading or buying your first zero turn, there's never been a better time to go to Spartan. Hurry, these savings won't last long. Visit watersequipmentco.com today and unleash your inner warrior. Waters Equipment, 865-238-9000, proud supporters of the UT Vols.
This is Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us. Hope you're having a great Tuesday afternoon. Hope you're well rested or caffeinated, whatever you might need after a late basketball game last night. Tipped off a little bit after 8:50 with the closeout to the season. Jason Swain, Florida beating Houston for the national title. Houston leading for most of the game. Florida figuring it out in the end, making a couple of plays, getting a couple of stops, forcing some turnovers, and Florida is the national champ. Ron Slay to join us momentarily. He is in the airport and is going to hop on when he gets to a quiet spot, so we should talk to Ron Slay, the Slay Ride every week, thanks to Native Design, coming up here in the next few minutes.
Yeah, the thing about the transfer portal is, and I saw they're already trying to put together odds for next season. You don't know who is going to be on what team, who's going to look good, who's not going to look good. Like with football, when you have a lot of guys returning and you go win a championship, it's pretty easy to put that team kind of at the top. But like trying to determine, all right, who's going to be the top teams in the SEC next year, you got to really kind of base it off of coaching and play for pay pockets, PPP. That's what you have to base it on. When you mention Kentucky, it's like, okay, well, they're pretty good in year number one, getting a bunch of transfers. They'll be even more aggressive in the portal. So Kentucky's a comfortable pick. Florida's a comfortable pick. Auburn's a comfortable pick because we know they're serious about their basketball, and they were pretty good in recent years, and they had good coaching. You can throw Tennessee in that same mix too. So really hard to know who's going to be good next year today. Outside of those four, you throw Alabama in there as well too.
Yeah, the football way too early top 25s are a fun exercise that we all know have to change between now and August because information will change, opinions will change simply. Yeah. The teams will dramatically change between now and the start of the season. Right now, Tennessee probably doesn't have its starting five, and that would apply to a lot of teams. It has five guys who could start, but its actual starting five, what it will be on opening night, is probably not on the roster right now.
Yeah, needed 2 guard and 3. I think you got your post players, but yeah, I mean you're missing probably 2.
Yeah, front court and
right
point guard is put together.
Yep.
But your 2 and 3 most likely are players to be determined. You could have Maryland's backcourt.
That backcourt was pretty good last year.
It's a Sweet 16 backcourt, one of the top backcourts in the Big Ten.
Oh, what they combined for almost 25, 30 points.
Gillespie and Rice shot well from the outside.
Yeah. I mean, they obviously get better coaching.
No question about that.
So they might average about 40 points per game. About 40. No, I'm just joking. Yeah, probably if they can average between 30 and 35, that'll be nice. I'm leaning more closer to 30, but yeah, you can get 30 between 30 35 from that Maryland backcourt. You got something.
Well, something we can talk to Ron about here in a moment is what he sees with Carey in his third year as a college basketball player, having spent a year in the SEC. How much more consistency can Tennessee get out of its front court on the offensive end? Because if they can balance things out a little bit more, if there can be more weight, literally and figuratively, I guess in this case, carried on that end of the floor on the offensive side, that could change a lot for Tennessee.
Yeah. Where's Ron? Tell him to hurry up.
I see him hopping on right now.
Really?
You can see Ron Slay if you join on YouTube. I think he's traveling with the I need to mute myself here. It's a weekly mistake by me. There we go. Good job, Josh. What a veteran. Amateur. What a veteran. Ron Slay, there he is.
What up, y'all? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. I got something to ask you, Ron.
Swain's. I want to step in quickly. Ron, you should just know, Jason Swain's having a day. Florida won a national championship. As you can guess, that's affected him in some way. So I want you to know that before Swain steps to the microphone, as you were, Swain.
Remember Kendrick on Euphoria who said, I'm the biggest hater. Hate the way you walk. Hate the way you talk.
Hate the way you walk. I hate the way you talk. I hate the way you dress.
That's me talking about the Gators. I hate the Gator chomp. I hate him. I hate him celebrating last night. I don't like it. Okay, but let me stepping away from Florida a little bit.
Yeah.
You pretty tall dude, Ron. You've been tall probably all your life. You probably didn't have like a growth spurt like Dalton Connect late. So when you were 13, you probably was like Jalen Carey, dominating everybody else, probably taller than everybody else, dunking on everybody else, getting all the rebounds. What were you told about getting offensive rebounds, being bigger than everybody else? Were you told as a youngster about bringing the ball down below your knees when you get an offensive rebound? Were you told about that?
Absolutely. One of the first things you learn, do not bring the ball down because you make yourself the size of everybody else when the ball comes down.
What was up with Tugler last night, man? The fundamentals, man. Houston squandered away that 12-point lead. You go back to fundamentals is what cost them in that game.
Listen, Swain, this is what I wrote down in my notes. It was like the first 2 or 3 minutes of the game. And I said, man, the toughest team will win this game. And there won't be no question about it. Man, Houston came out, and I wish like they would have had a camera just on the post, guys. Yeah. They were doing real live wrestling moves in the first half. Headlocks, like pushing each other in the back in front of the refs, and the refs would just do the palms up like, I guess y'all better get it together and figure it out. So the way it all went, I think if it would have went like that in the second half, it would have been fine. But for Tugler, man, this is a young guy with a 7'6" wingspan. At some point, even when his arms don't drop, they drop because they're so long with the ball. But, man, I'm sure he's kicking himself about it. You saw the mistake that he made in the game against Duke. He was beating himself up about it, man. But coming back in that one, it was kind of similar, the same way. Just got caught in some bad positions. Yeah. You get taught that as a youth. Do not bring the ball down. He kept bringing it down, and Florida did a great job of swiping at it and going to get the ball because they wasn't calling anything.
Well, not in the first half, but they decided to flip the switch in the second half and call it totally different.
The second, I don't know what there was. Somebody put a call in and said, hey, man, y'all got to do something about this. It was 4 fouls. Man, Houston was in the bonus with 14 minutes left in the second half. Mm-hmm. That right there said it all. And then for 1 second, it was 5-0 on fouls with a technical foul on the bench. So I don't know what the officials, man, were told or what happened, but I wanted to say if it stayed like the first half, that was a great officiated game. But the inconsistency that happened in the second half made it a horrible horrible officiated game. So, I mean, Florida made the plays down the end, and Houston did what Tennessee does. And this is what I thought. I think I tweeted you this. Tweeted you. I thought I texted you this during the game. I text somebody when they were playing Tennessee. I was like, man, Houston to go on them droughts too, like Tennessee does, and you can get back in the game. They went on a drought. They got 9 stops. Florida's not a terrific defensive team. No, by no measure. When you think about Ole Miss, you think about Mississippi State, you think about Texas A&M, you think about Tennessee. Those are really good defensive teams. Missouri, but to go get 9 stops, a little bit is at the offense too.
Is there a lesson that is learned from what we saw toward the end of the season? 4 number ones that were in the Final Four, the way Florida won the game, how they came back. Houston's come back against Duke. It's not the same, but similar in terms of the mindset and having to make plays. Any lesson in that, in what you saw?
Yeah, you better get your conference strong. You better get your non-conference schedule strong too. I know it's a lot of made about, man, playing in these non-conference schedules and trying to bolster your resume, getting these wins. But the teams that were tested were the teams that made it. Houston have been tested. They played a tough schedule. They played Auburn all year. They played at Alabama in non-conference. They ran through the Big 12, but before getting to the Big 12, they had already been tested. You look at Duke, you look at what they went through in the ACC, they weren't tested at all. And all the times when it came down to experience and closing out games, those are the games they lost. We talked about it on this all the time. Kentucky, neutral site, lost down the stretch. Kansas, neutral site, lost down the stretch. Clemson, same way. Duke, when they played Houston, was the exact same thing. They just melted down the stretch. And that's why I feel, man, it's difficult for a freshman to go and lead a team to a national championship in that fashion, man. That's why it's so impressive by what Carmelo Anthony was able to do as a freshman taking Syracuse. Now, granted, they were playing zone, but still you had to make some tough plays. So it's a difference. I think the SEC was cut out to get the team now playing different styles. You can play fast, you can play slow, you can grind the game out, you can finish the game out, you know what I mean, with limited possessions. So you better get your conference together.
Ron Slay is with us. We're on the sleigh ride. We have it every week thanks to Native Design, nativetn.com. Springtime is here. We get a little cooler week. It'll make you want to get back to the warmer temperatures next week. Outdoor space can be taken care of by Native Design. nativetn.com is the website. You can call 865-310-3256. Special appreciation to Ron Slate today. You're in the middle of travel, so you're in a stop, right? You're in the airport right now on your way back to Nashville.
I'm in Atlanta right now, coming back to Nashville. Boy, it was Florida Gators all over the plane, man. I mean, Swain, your little flesh would have been crawling, Swain.
I bet it smelled in there too.
Ron Slay is with us. We'll continue. We'll come back. We'll get to Tennessee. We have a lot to cover. Appreciate Ron Slay being with us. We appreciate you hanging out with us as we continue on Josh and Swain.
What's up, my fellow VFLs? Josh Dobbs here. This year, I'm inviting all former volunteer athletes to join me April 10th and 11th at the beautiful Tennessee National Golf Club. My 4th annual Extraordinary Charitable Golf Classic will be filled with competitive golf, great views and vibes, and an exclusive opportunity to continue to build our VFL community. All proceeds benefit the community of Knoxville, so to all potential players and those interested in sponsorship opportunities, you can visit our website at extraordinarydollarsfoundation.org. I'll see you on Rocky Top soon. Go Vols.
Johnson, I've been hearing about this internet thing. Anything to it?
Yeah, boss. We had Cumulus Digital design and run our website.
Will an internet help our sales?
Already has. Plus, Cumulus Digital helps us rank high on search engines.
Whoa, one thing at a time, Johnson.
CumulusDigital.com.
Time now for a Sports Animals Sports Minute.
Florida is the men's college basketball national champion after defeating Houston 65-63 last night in the NCAA men's tournament final. The Gators overcame a 12-point second-half deficit and locked down Houston defensively to prevent Houston from getting off a final shot in their final possession. Will Richard scored 18 points to lead the Gators in the win. Major League Baseball today, just after 4 o'clock, White Sox visit the Guardians, Mets host the Marlins, 6:45, Cardinals visit the Pirates, Dodgers take on the Nationals, Red Sox host the Blue Jays, just after 7, Rays take on the Angels, Phillies visit the Braves, 7:45, Royals host the Twins, Rangers visit the Cubs, Brewers take on the Rockies at 8:40, at 9:45, Orioles visit the Diamondbacks, Mariners host the Astros, Reds take on the Giants, and the Padres visit the A's just after 10. Tennessee baseball takes on Alabama State tonight at Lindsey Nelson Stadium. First pitch is set for 6 o'clock. Catch the game right here on the Sports Animal. I'm Joel Silverberg.
Are you needing to buy an engagement ring and you have no idea how to even get started? Take a deep breath. She's going to say yes, but also let's get her the perfect ring at TK Wheeler Jewelers. TK Wheeler Jewelers is located on South Illinois Avenue in Oak Ridge. He's right there next to the Outback Steakhouse, and he is there to help soothe all of your worries and make sure you walk out of there with the perfect diamond for your someone special. And their selection is incredible. Diamond Eternity bands, beautiful diamond solitaires in all different cuts. And how about those diamond halo engagement rings where the halo of diamonds around that center stone really makes it pop? And if you have a little bit of Goldilocks syndrome and you can't find exactly what you're looking for, sit down with TK himself and come up with a one-of-a-kind custom engagement ring. I'm telling you, it's more affordable than you think, and it's a one-of-a-kind. When you're shopping for your someone special, shop at TK Wheeler Jewelers.
This has been a paid announcement.
Honey, we need a new roof.
Go to moshingles.com and get a quote in 60 seconds.
Are they any good?
Yeah, they're a top-rated roofing company in East Tennessee and A+ rated with the BBB.
Free instant quotes at moshingles.com. Join Tyler and Will Friday at West Knoxville Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on the corner of Walker Springs and Kingston Pike. It's truck month, and Jake Newton says they're overstocked and everything must go. This Friday at West Knoxville Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, where the deals are huge.
Nestled in the scenic shadows of the Great Smoky Mountains, Three Ridges Golf Course stands as Knoxville's top public golf destination. Recognized by Golf Digest as one of the best places to play, Three Ridges offers a thrilling challenge for golfers of all ages and skill levels, all without the hefty membership fees. Our pro shop is stocked with top brand golf gear, from balls and shoes to club rentals. Treat yourself to an unforgettable round of golf at Three Ridges. Book your tee time today. Call 865-687-4797 or visit knoxcounty.org.
I had the worst dream last night. You were in a car crash and the kids and I were on our own. We had to move out of the house because I couldn't afford it anymore.
That's awful, hon.
My brother got life insurance from Ethos, and it only took 10 minutes. And he got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day. It's all online, no medical exam. He just answered a few health questions right from his house.
Ethos, here we come.
Visit ethos.com/sports. Ethos.com/sports.
Sample rate is a 10-year term life policy for 35-year-old healthy, non-smoking male. Billed monthly.
Native Design, your local custom pool and hardscape specialist. For 20 years, Native Design has transformed outdoor spaces into breathtaking retreats where families gather, friends connect, and memories are made. Picture the pool of your dreams, a place to relax, entertain, and make any season unforgettable. Paired with excellent, durable hardscapes like custom decking and stonework, Native Design turns ordinary yards into exceptional escapes. Call 865-310-3256 or visit nativetn.com.
If you're struggling with ED or your performance is down and your belly fat is growing, listen up. You've got one life. Now is the time to act.
At Men's Pro Knoxville, we're not just healthcare, we're your secret weapon. Don't wait another day. Here's why you need to act right now.
Every moment you delay, your condition could worsen. It's not just about sex, it's about your heart, your relationship, your life.
Men's Pro Knoxville has proven results for increasing drive and performance. We've introduced ED and enhancement treatments so exclusive, you'll wonder why you waited.
Procrastination is the thief of time. When it comes to your sexual health, you can't afford to wait. Join the League of Gentlemen who've walked out of our doors with a swagger.
Call Men's Pro Knoxville at 865-544-8220 or visit menspronknoxville.com. Book your $99 male performance consultation now. Call 865-544-8220 or visit menspronknoxville.com. Men's Pro Knoxville, making it happen.
This report is sponsored by Discover. Guess what? Discover's accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. You heard right, 99%. If you don't think so, maybe it's time to face facts. You're stuck in the past. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report, learn more at discover.com/creditcard.
Best advice, stay in the sunshine on Tuesday afternoon. Only 53, way below average with a chilly bite from a north wind, but should be all dry as we see some increasing sunshine. And then even colder tonight. Cover up those plants if you're at all concerned about the frost. 33 Knoxville, 20s elsewhere. From the WVLT First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Ben Cathy.
Join us for Junk Be Gone's 20th anniversary celebration. This month, enjoy $20 off any full-service job, including cleaning out your garage, attic, storage facility, and so much more. Junk Be Gone, the bee's knees of junk removal for the past 20 years.
Get breaking fall news on your texts to sign up. Text VOLS to 865-656-9900 right now. Fair, honest sports conversation from two guys that define credibility. Here's Josh and Swain on 99.1, the Sports Animal.
Back on Josh and Swain. Thanks for being with us. Two VFLs here on the show with Jason Swain, VFL former Tennessee wide receiver, and VFL Tennessee and SEC basketball legend Ron Slay, traveling back from covering the Final Four the last several days for ESPN, headed back to Nashville. Jason Swain.
We got to get Ron's take on Tennessee, man.
Too much Florida?
I can't handle it anymore.
You need a Gator detox?
This is unhealthy for me. It's unhealthy.
It is a good time to transition.
Now, I want to get your take on the additions that Tennessee were able to pull in with Jacoby Gillespie and Jalen Carey. How do you think those guys fit? And maybe what other pieces do you think we need to address?
Man, I think, you went and got a guy in Gillespie a veteran that can handle the point. You know what I mean? You know how he plays with other guys, too. Like, he wasn't necessarily the star on that Maryland team, but to be able to bring a freshman in like Derek Queen, some other transfers, and those guys be able to kind of mesh and him lead, I think it's a good spot. I think the growth that you've seen over the time from him at Belmont to Maryland was all good. It was all good. Like, this is when you honestly, I hate it for high schools, but this is who you go after. This is the recruits that you go after to try to plug and play. And then try to mentor those younger guys, and hopefully they can come along. But Gillespie, great pickup, you know what I mean? And then a Tennessee kid, so there you go again with that playing with the pride that you know he needs. And then when you look at Jalen Carey, a guy that's already been in the SEC, worked his way up, came over from James Madison with Coach Byington, was a bully of sorts, for Vanderbilt. I continue to say, man, was one of my favorite players in the SEC, him and Billy Richmond from Arkansas. Like, just because of the way they play with pride, they play with a sense of confidence, or air of confidence that you need that trickles down to others. When he came in the game, Vanderbilt's mentality's totally shifted, and when he went out of the game, you could tell he was out of the game. The rebounding was big, him being able to have a knack of scoring down low. It's going to be interesting to see how he expands his game offensively with Coach Barnes, because I think that's something we've been missing, being able to give it to a guy right there on the post that can command a mismatch, whether they're taller or smaller than him, and be able to, like, he looked like he got a little touch around 12 feet, but he doesn't settle. He uses his body really well, and then just that bully. Like, we ain't had a bully since Uros that was playing for us, and no knock to Uros, but this right here what Jalen brings is a lot more productivity offensively and defensively and rebounding. So I think it's something Tennessee be missing, and when you talk about what else do they need, I'm looking around, man, let's get some more shooters. Like, the front court is intact. That's perfect. Now you got to go get some wings that can get busy. You need some guys that are dead-eye shooters, guys that can create their own shot. That's what I would be looking for. A lockdown defender, a 3-and-D guy, preferably. If you can get two 3-and-D guys and one more guy that can just go get busy in the 6-man role, that's a microwave that you will give a little bit more leniency to. As far as, he ain't going to play as much defense, but boy, he 15 points in 22 minutes coming off the bench. That's what we need.
What do you think about the idea of Rodney Rice, a teammate of Gillespie's at Maryland, averaged close to 15 per game in Big Ten play, can shoot from the outside? So you'd have, if Tennessee can get Rodney Rice, who Gillespie has said he wants to play with, have Maryland's backcourt from the Sweet 16 in Knoxville.
Yeah, he said he's going out there recruiting, so we're going to see what his recruiting is like. And then, to have that chemistry that they played already. I think that's one of the things that we looked at when we saw what Meshack and Gainey and Zakai had. That chemistry was different. So to be able to bring a guy in with him where he can learn on the fly with him, but they can also lean on each other, absolutely. Bring that all day long. So go get some more people that can shoot it.
There was there has been talk about coaches like Rick Barnes that may not adjust well to the portal, may not like the new wave of college athletics. Dude, I think Rick Barnes loves the portal. I mean, he's a guy that could fix a issue or a weakness with the previous team. He can fix it in a snap of a finger because of his credibility, because of the support that he has with NIL. I guess I'll call it that for now. Like, he can go and fix it right now, getting guys like Gillespie, the last couple of years, getting Connect and Lanier. He's adapting very, very well, seems. He loves the portal.
I agree with you, Swain. And you got to think, man, like, he needs those type of guys to coach, because honestly, the high schooler that he's gonna bring in, if he brings in 4 high schoolers, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say 1 to 2 of them are only gonna stay. So 2 to 3 of them are gonna leave because of his coaching style, because of the way he's gonna get on you. If you haven't seen it before, or your high school coach or your prep school coach wasn't getting on you and being hard on you, and you understand what the main goal is and the result of it and the reward that you're gonna get from him coaching you that style, and you'll fold. He's not for everybody. He's from our era, Swain, and everybody can't do that. So that's why I'm with you. He could prosper in this portal, because guys coming in at this point are 5th-year guys or senior, maybe with 2 years left, and you looking at it like, man, okay, I see what he did. He's a guard-oriented guy. He gives them a lot of responsibility. He's hard on them. But these guys, man, everybody that buys in has successful careers after leaving school, and also while you in it. But that opportunity to go play somewhere else as far as pro and get some money, it's an understanding. And him, a Hall of Fame coach, picking up the phone, making a call for you, which he will do, that goes a long way. So these guys they have something to gain by coming up. Coach Barnes, and understanding that I'm gonna take on, him beating me up in practice, and because I seen it, I seen what he can do. And then you get guys like KD can pick up the phone, Zakai can pick up the phone, Lofton can pick it up, Grant Williams. Like, now we're getting to the point now, his tree is long, so the guys that can preach it for him, it all goes in, and then his coaching staff. That's the other ones that's gonna help you buy into it. So, man, yeah, I think he can thrive in this. Everybody can't, but I think he's one. Him, Izzo, I think some of the two, Kevin Sampson, depending on how long he wants to do it, are the guys that can buy into it.
I mean, you should be, like, caught off guard, though. I mean, it's not like there are coaches who flip it. They are a certain way in your living room recruiting you, and then when they get to your school, you a different coach. That ain't Rick Barnes. So if you caught off guard by how he coaches, that means you ignored it during recruiting, because he's the same dude. He's going to be on you. And I'm sure these guys went to practice and seen it, firsthand. Yeah,
guess what though, Swain? There's one thing when you hearing it and seeing it in practice, and there's one thing when it's you that he's doing it too. And you like, come on, man. We just got finished conditioning. You be up here telling me I got to do this again. Like, come on, dog. That ain't it. So he's really a chameleon off the floor. He got that silver tongue, man. That he gonna get you to buy in. He gonna joke with you. Tell you that he's gonna coach you hard and tell you how hard he's gonna be on you. But then when you get out there in the heat of battle, and he don't never let up, and you sitting there looking like, come on, dog, you gotta let up. You're like, come on, give me a chance, coach. And he ain't giving nothing. That's different. That's a little bit different in this day and age. That's all I'm saying.
I got you.
Yep. Ron Slay's with us. Ron, you're good for another segment. You're at the airport. You're in between stops on your way back to Nashville. We'll come back. Another segment, thanks to Native Design, every week on the Sleigh Ride. Thanks to Native Design, your local custom pool and hardscape specialist. Ron Slay, SEC legend, ESPN and the SEC Network, here with us on Josh and Swain.
Change your life with Bragg Weight Loss and Wellness. Dr. Bragg is excited to introduce Invisared, an FDA-approved, non-surgical, non-invasive laser device clinically proven to reduce fat, diminish cellulite, and tighten skin. And here's the best part, no downtime. If you have a problem area that seems resistant to diet and exercise, or if you're nearing the end of your weight loss journey and struggling to lose those few extra pounds, Invisared is the answer, without any of the side effects of invasive procedures. Invisared treatments also boost collagen and elastin production, tightening your skin as you lose weight. Rediscover confidence at Bragg Weight Loss and Wellness. Call today, 865-444-2189. Google Bragg Weight Loss and Wellness, or visit our website at braggweightlossandwellness.com to schedule your free consultation today. Bragg Weight Loss and Wellness, where transformation meets innovation.
Discover Graysburg Hills Golf Course, nestled in the scenic East Tennessee foothills. Rated 4.5 stars by Golf Digest magazine, Graysburg Hills is renowned for its exceptional greens, fairways, and friendly atmosphere. Featuring 27 holes designed by top golf architects. Our course boasts bent grass greens, Riviera Bermuda grass fairways, and challenging water hazards. Conveniently located just 5 miles from exit 44 on I-81, Graysburg Hills Golf Course is your destination for an unforgettable golf experience. Book your tee time today at GraysburgHillsGolf.com.
All right, who's ready for summer? What do you have planned for the kids? A movie at Regal Pinnacle? Ice skating at Cool Sports? Gymnastics at Gym Tech? Games and bowling at Main Event? McPhee Splash Pad? Top Golf? What about enhancing their spiritual connection and learning experiences? No? Well, you better call Camp Big Fish, where they'll do all that and more. Go to campbigfish.org for more info and register now. Man, I wish I could go. Give your kids the experience of a lifetime this summer. Go to campbigfish.org now for all the big fish fun.
Must qualify for enrollment. Results may vary.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-8695. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-8695. That's 800-575-8695. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Native Design, your local custom pool and hardscape specialist. For 20 years, Native Design has transformed outdoor spaces into breathtaking retreats where families gather, friends connect, and memories are made. Picture the pool of your dreams, a place to relax, entertain, and make any season unforgettable. Paired with excellent, durable hardscapes like custom decking and stonework, Native Design turns ordinary yards into exceptional escapes. Call 865-310-3256 or visit nativetn.com.
Shane Gillis, live on stage.
I'm a bit of a history buff, which, by the way, that is early onset Republican.
His biggest tour ever is coming to Knoxville.
If you're a white dude in your 20s and 30s and you're like, I can't stop reading about World War II, it's coming, bro.
See Shane Gillis with his unmistakable comedic style. Live at Thompson Bowling Arena at Food City Center Friday, April 25th. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com. For more, visit ShaneMGillis.com.
Back here on the Sleigh Ride, Ron Slay is with us, VFL, SEC legend. I told somebody earlier today, this is for both of you, Ron and Swain. I get gassed trying to run through the bios of you guys. Ron, we got Swain with his new expanded role with the Vol Network. Ramon Foster, I know you're fired up for him and his analyst role with football. You, SEC legend, VFL, 3HL, ESPN. I'd keep going, but we got to talk some sports here on the show too.
I was saving it for the end, man. But I gotta give a congrats to my guy Swain, man.
Yep.
Going on with the team that you're going, you, Hubs, Mike Keith, and Ramon, like that right there. It couldn't be a better quartet, man. Like that's pretty dope. Guys that know the game, play the game, and y'all, one, don't use no filter, and two, ain't holding no punches. So, as a listener, I can't wait. And I told you, I told Mike Keith. So Ramon, I'm telling you, Swain, Hubs already knows I'm crashing the booth. All these little dinners that y'all think y'all gonna get to have on the road and everything, y'all just gonna be calm and cool. Nope. I'll be the one sitting at the bar and I'll be busting in like Kramer. That's gonna be me. That's my role for Vol Network. I'm busting in the door like Kramer at any given point.
Come on.
Here comes Ron Slay just sliding in.
Just like
come on,
a nice cameo, and I'm gone.
The mobile boom boom room. I like it. I think there's some real sponsorship opportunities here too.
That's all I'm saying. Swain can keep his IFB. I'm bring my own one IFB, and I'm cool. I'm gonna steal your mic. That's all I need.
Well, you tell your security team they got to wait outside though. They can't come in with you. Tell them to wait at the door.
By the way, Ron, the pettiest broadcast team in all of college sports with Jason Swain and Ramon Foster. Are you kidding me? The pettiest.
Pettier, and then Mike Keefe and Hubs, they got so much petty in them. Oh man, you are absolutely right.
Yep. Swain wanted to be called the prettiest, but no, pettiest is what they put together with the Vol Network.
No R's involved.
Hey, Ron, Tennessee has put together back-to-back top 5 finishes. Now it's about taking that next step. We'll continue to talk about trying to get to the Final Four, but not bad. Back-to-back Elite 8 finishes, back-to-back fifth-place finishes for Tennessee basketball.
Yeah, it is, man. And I think the formula is there. The blueprint is there. You look at the teams that were in the national championship or in the Final Four. When you look at Houston, all of them have depth in the front court. Look at Florida, the same thing. You look at Duke, same thing. You get these teams, Auburn, they were the only one that was a little bit banged up, and you could see when after it got past that third, kind of like Tennessee, it was a struggle to see who you was going to put in there. So that front court is taken care of. Now you got to put the guys around them, kind of like what Kevin Sampson did for Houston. Got to go find you a Sharp. Got to go find your LJ Cryer. You know what I mean? And you need somebody to control tempo like Uzan could. So the formula is there, man. You just got to be able to put it together, and everybody has to buy in. Now, we're looking for that Final Four, man. Final Four is next, and it's close. It's close to Knoxville, being in Indianapolis next year.
How do you feel about the front court? Is there a need for a stretch four? I think Houston proved that you don't really need a stretch four, and that's not the reason why they lost last night either. But I think Houston proved that you don't. How you feel about the front court for Tennessee?
I like it. I like the front court form. I would love to see if J.P. Estrella can kind of take on a guy that can stretch the floor. I don't know. I know he's done a lot of shooting. You see him doing a lot of shooting, and when you can't play, you should be able to do a lot of form shooting. If he can extend the floor, not like Thomas Houck for Florida, who can really stroke it, but just like Alex Condon, somebody that can keep you honest. If you leave him open 16 to 20 feet, he can knock it down consistently. I think Kerry's going to be one of those guys sneaking you out there a little bit and be able to knock it down. So I like what this front court is, dog. This is, and then guess what? If you don't have that guy that's a stretch for, you got to be nuts on the glass. And all of these guys, Cade, Felix, Kerry, and Estrella, are all athletic enough and fearless enough to go to the glass and eat the boards.
Ron, what do we close out here? A couple minutes to go. You're on your way back to Nashville, so a bow is there on the college basketball season. So off-season thoughts, Tennessee, where do you take the conversation to kind of close out the sleigh ride here?
Man, love what they did with Kim Caldwell. Excuse me. Locking her up, giving her an extension. She was deserving of it. I watched the McDonald's All-American game. Can't wait to see what these young ladies are like when they come in and get into a system. The men continue to collect talent. Got to go get it. And then, other than that, it's time to move right on into baseball season and softball season. We don't miss a beat on Rocky Top.
Yeah, Ryan did ask, hey, is there any way before the sleigh ride ends, can we get any kind of message or hype-up speech, however you would take it, for the baseball team, baseball and softball? They're both going to have their sights set on getting back to the World Series and trying to win it this year.
Yeah. I don't think it's a hype-up speech needed. I think, man, once you set the bar to where it is, you understand who it is and how you're doing it. All you got to do is follow the format. Softball, just ready to take that another step, and baseball, return back to Omaha. It's real simple. You got to get back there. And I think Tony Vitello, he got him ready. If I got to do the hype-up speech, then they're going to have to pull the pocketbook out, because the way Tony V get them dudes fired up, they don't need me. They don't need me at all. I catch out football season.
Well, we'll see you in Omaha, man. Jello shots on you.
Jello shots on me, Swain. You absolutely right.
Yeah, we discussed earlier in the show, okay, basketball's done. We have a few months to go before football. What event are we most looking forward to before football season begins? Swain already called his shot, and that is Omaha, because Tennessee will be back there.
I agree. Totally agree. And where do the women play? The women play in it's not Birmingham.
Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
Oklahoma City. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm being both of them. I'm riding with Chancellor Plowman on the plane for this. I'm put the big cars out. Chancellor Plowman, you heard that? Yeah. Randy Boyd, Larry Pratt, all the big hitters. Somebody put me on somebody's plane.
Align your schedules with Swain. See when the Swain jet's landing, and you can time up and meet up at the same time.
Must be nice.
Sound like a winner. Sound like a winner, Josh.
Hey, Ron, we appreciate you so much. We appreciate you finding the spot and making time for us today in between travel. Thanks to Native Design making the sleigh ride happen all year long. Custom pool hardscape specialists. They're awesome. 20 years now in East Tennessee, and they've been making the sleigh ride happen for years as well. So, Ron, we appreciate you. We'll check in with you again sometime, I'm sure. But thanks today, and thanks as always for all the time this year.
No question. We'll make some time in the summer to get everybody together.
You got it. And there'll be a few more additions for Tennessee basketball. We'll get a complete roster breakdown for you when it's all said and done.
There we go. That sounds like a good plan.
Ron Slay, thank you very much.
Good job, man. Good job.
All right, baby. Appreciate y'all.
See you.
ESPN, the SEC Network, 3HL in Nashville, and joining us each week here on Josh and Swain. We appreciate you hanging out with us. We have one more hour to go right here on Josh and Swain.
Spring is here, and you're probably flipping through the television channels watching all the home improvement shows, right? Because you want to make your outdoor space look the absolute best. First phone call needs to be to Tennessee Home to my friend James Anthony. 304-0955. 20 years of experience, and how many fencing contractors in town can also turn around and build you the perfect deck for you to start making memories all throughout the spring and summer. James Anthony, the only phone call you need to make is to Tennessee Home. 304-0955 or TennesseeHome.us.
Thank you for making Total Wine & More America's #1 online source for spirits, beer, and wine. Better than all those delivery apps. Total Wine's prices are up to 30% lower with super fast delivery and no hidden fees. Order direct at TotalWine.com and pay less today.
Drink responsibly, B21.
Right now at the Home Depot, shop Spring Black Friday savings up to 35% off select appliances plus free delivery from top brands like Samsung. Get tech you can trust to simplify your daily routines. From all-in-one washer dryers to smart refrigerators with Family Hub. Upgrade your kitchen and laundry with trusted technology from Samsung, ranked #1 in customer satisfaction. Get Spring Black Friday appliance savings and free delivery now at the Home Depot. Visit jdpower.com/awards for more details. Free delivery on appliance purchases of $396 or more. Offer valid April 3rd through April 23rd. U.S. only. See store online for details.
Thank you for making Total Wine & More America's #1 online source for spirits, beer, and wine. Better than all those delivery apps. Total Wine's prices are up to 30% lower with super fast delivery and no hidden fees. Order direct at TotalWine.com and pay less today.
Drink responsibly, B21.
News just in. Bet3.
And see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call TN Redline at 1-800-889-9789. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Tennessee. T's and C's apply.
Big savings right now on all floor covering at Frazier's Carpet One. Hello, Knoxville. This is Mitchell Parton with Frazier's Carpet One. And for a very limited time, Frazier's is having a massive blowout sale on all in-stock flooring. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, luxury vinyl tile and plank, ceramic, area rugs, and more, Frazier's has hundreds of thousands of square feet of all flooring in stock. And right now, if it's in stock, it's on sale, up to 50% off. As a fourth-generation, family-owned business, you don't stay in business for 65 years if you don't offer value. Plus, no money down and free financing for an entire year. Just give us a call at 546-4850, and we'll come to you with free in-home estimates and free in-home shopping.
You're in the best hands when you choose CRS Exteriors for all your exterior home renovations. Over 50 years experience, CRS specializes in providing superior products and expert craftsmanship. Locally owned and operated, CRS Exteriors, the name customers trust again and again for honest pricing. And as always, 12 months interest-free financing with no money down.
Spring
is in the air, and Knoxville Smokies opening day's right around the corner. Experience the season from your balcony at Yardley Flats. Brand new apartments in downtown Knoxville, steps away from the action at Covenant Health Park. These brand new studio 1 and 2 bedroom apartments offer stunning views along with sleek modern finishes and top-tier amenities designed for champions like you. Whether looking for a place to relax, entertain, or stay active, Yardley Flats has everything you need to live at the top of your game. They're filling up fast. Visit yardleyflats.com today.
From the Budweiser Studios, this is WNML AM Knoxville, WNML FM Friendsville. Touchdown. Streaming worldwide at 991thesportsanimal.com and on the Sports Animal app. Yes! We are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
This is Boomer Esiason with Sports Minute, sponsored by NHTSA. Put the phone away or pay. It's another tradition unlike any other. The Masters Dinner. Tonight, defending champion Scotty Scheffler hosts an exclusive dinner for the 35 living Masters champions. Scheffler's menu features Scotty-style cheeseburger sliders, firecracker shrimp, and Papa Chef's meatball and ravioli bites. I'm Boomer Esiason.
Every day when we're on the road, people around us endanger themselves and others by looking at their phones while driving. There's the sneak-a-peeker who darts their eyes between the road and their texts, or the nightlighter who illuminates their car after dark. If that's you, reconsider before you find yourself becoming the fender-bender-er, the got-a-ticket-er, or worst of all, the driver who killed someone. Put the phone away or pay. Paid for by NHTSA.
You know what's better than a limited time deal? An unlimited time deal. That's why the Wendy's $5 biggie bag with a junior bacon cheeseburger, 4-piece nugs, junior hot and crispy fries, and small soft drink is available all the time. Because the best time for fresh, never frozen beef and Applewood smoked bacon is all the time. Duh. I feel like I'm repeating myself a lot. For the best deal of all time, gotta be Wendy's.
Unlimited time does not mean forever. U.S. price and participation may vary. Prices may be higher in Alaska, Hawaii, and California and via third-party delivery. Fresh beef available in the contiguous U.S., Alaska, and Canada.
This is Jake Newton at West Knoxville Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Visit our multi-million-dollar used car lot starting at $4,000.
Hour number 3 of Josh and Swain is here. Thank you for being with us. Quick note of sports news, which is kind of wild in the basketball world. Our attention has been on the college side of things, and will continue to be. Talking about Tennessee's offseason. Ron Slay was great last hour. Appreciate him joining us as he did all season on the sleigh ride, thanks to Native Design. But from the NBA, with just a few games to go, and then it's postseason time, the Denver Nuggets, according to ESPN, have fired both Michael Malone, the head coach, and Calvin Booth, the general manager.
That's insane.
They won the NBA title 2 years ago.
I mean, the same dude that brought in Aaron Gordon, drafted other players. I mean, I know they lost like 4 or 5 games in a row, but my goodness, what does the GM have to do with that?
Yeah, they've been on a slide, but are still the 4 seed in the West, 47-32. So you have.
They should hire Todd Golden. That'd be a good fit for him. You know, I think Todd Golden can take that team to the next level.
You're just trying to help them out?
Oh, yeah, man. I mean, hey, that's you want the Nuggets to do well. That's where Peyton lives.
Yeah. Yeah, Peyton goes to the games.
He goes to the games. We want Peyton happy.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Marshall sitting there. You want Marshall to enjoy the games, see a winner?
That's right.
Yeah, yep, that's what it's about. They have 3 regular season games to go, so we're just a few days away from the postseason. They just fired their coach who helped them win a title, NBA title, 2 years ago. So news there from the professional ranks, and this is not long after Memphis fired its head coach. So late in the season, Memphis firing Taylor Jenkins, and the Nuggets firing a coach that helped them win a title 2 years ago.
Crazy. With
3 games to go in the regular season.
That's the NBA, professional sports. It's business. Like if you don't mesh well with your star player, that's usually telltale sign that you're going to be out of there.
Mm-hmm.
something changes with your star player, it's a wrap for you. That's where basketball is a little bit different than other sports. They'll get rid of the player, football. Like, play that over there in San Francisco if you want to. The Debo and Brandon Ayuk, they'll ship your butt out of town. But basketball star player, not really feeling the coach, they'll ship the coach out of there. That's big time news right there.
Did last hour talking Tennessee's offseason, the portal additions, the roster for the 25-26 season, did that kind of help you cleanse some of the feelings from the Gators winning the national title last night?
Yeah. I mean, I had an idea they was going to – I mean, they were playing well, man. I mean, I thought it was going to be between either them or Duke.
Yeah.
When the tournament started. So, I mean, the fact that they won it, it's not like it's shocking. Then it's not catching me off guard. And I did enjoy watching them play. And I remember we played them when we were number one and we got beat by 30. I was like, yo, that's a bad matchup for Tennessee. And when I said that, I should have said that's a bad matchup for everybody else in the country, because that's what they've been.
Yeah. I'll leave the season thinking Duke was the best team, but that doesn't matter. Florida was right there with them, and they won the national championship.
Well, was Duke the best team?
Well, I thought
there's no way to ever know because they didn't play each other. Florida had
there's no way to know.
Like Auburn and Duke play against each other. Houston and Duke play against each other. Tennessee didn't get a chance to play Duke because we didn't beat Houston, and Houston beat Duke. Mm-hmm. But with Florida, it's like, I know they didn't play Duke and won that championship, so we automatically say they're the best team. But they had the best record in our conference, the toughest conference in the history of college basketball. I don't know, man. I don't know.
No, I don't say that to take away from Florida. Florida was terrific in the NCAA tournament. Fairly often, the best team does not win the national championship.
Correct.
So it doesn't matter if I think Duke was the better team. Duke blew it against Houston on Saturday, and Florida beat Houston on Monday, and Florida's the national champ. If Houston had won last night, I wouldn't have come out of there thinking, yeah, Houston was the best team. For 38, 39 and a half minutes,
Houston was better.
I did not question who was better, Duke or Houston. I thought Duke was better, but Houston was much better in the final 30 seconds, and they won the game. So it's it's kind of the beauty and the frustration of the tournament.
Yeah.
And Florida got it done. And Florida winning the SEC. So we have this conversation every March, right? Do you want to win the SEC tournament or do you not? I mean, next year we'll point back to Florida and say Florida didn't question whether they wanted to win it. They went and won it, and then they won 6 straight after that and won the whole thing. Florida was a missed shot or a couple of made free throws by Texas Tech of not getting to the Final Four. But Texas Tech missed some front ends. Florida came back on the other end, hit some shots. Walter Clayton dribbled out and took a 3 and made it. And they rallied to win.
If you got a team like Florida, it doesn't matter about playing in that conference tournament because you're deep, you're talented. Who cares if you're going to go to the West Coast as a number 1 seed? That team was locked in. They were focused. They were on a mission. It didn't affect them like it affected Auburn the year before. It just didn't. Some teams just have it, and Florida, they had it this year. Just like Tennessee baseball had it last year.
Yep.
Found ways to win in crucial moments when they face adversity. Some teams have it. Some players have it. Florida, they have it.
Yeah, Florida had players that they had that moxie, they had that belief that they were going to get it done, and obviously the skill and talent to get it done. We were asked, okay, who did Florida lose to this season? Florida with an incredible record when you factor in they played in the SEC.
Vols.
Lost to the Vols by 20.
Georgia.
Yep.
Missouri.
Mm-hmm.
Is that it? Is there another one?
Big Blue Nation.
Oh, yeah.
Florida's first loss of the season. Florida went undefeated in non-conference play, then lost to Kentucky on the road, gave up 106. That was quite a game. It was 106-100.
Yeah, they made like 12 threes in that game.
Yeah.
Maybe even more than that.
That was the same week as the win against Tennessee. So the first two SEC games for Florida were something. Losing 106-100 at Kentucky and then turning around and beating Tennessee 73-43. Lost to Missouri at home by a point. Lost to Tennessee on the road by 20. No-showed on offense that day.
Yeah, it was
and Tennessee's defense made sure that if they tried to show up, they were quickly shown the door.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Georgia game where they were down big, rallied, took the lead. Blue Cane hits the three. And that's the last time Florida lost. That was February 25th.
So
they won 12 straight after that to win the title.
So we beat them a game and a half. Since Blue Cane from Knoxville is the one who hit him with the dagger.
Yeah, Knoxville got him a couple of times.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a good way of putting it.
Tip the cap. Awesome season for the Gators. Great job. I mean, these teams that win a championship, there's no denying it. Ohio State in football, tip the cap, no denying it. Florida, I mean, winning March Madness is difficult. Very, 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 very difficult. And they navigated through the minefields a couple times. Just it seemed like they did it without much effort. Didn't sweat. And they did it without a top 100 player. So you got to tip your cap.
What do you think rank these three were the toughest for Tennessee fans to see happen? Florida win the basketball national title, Geno and UConn getting a 12th national title on the women's side, Ohio State football winning the national title, and obviously football. While you ponder that, part of the reason I thought to ask that, Tennessee made message board geniuses again earlier today with a post from VolQuest. It's tough being a Tennessee fan, as the message said. Just part of being a Tennessee fan is watching someone you hate win it all.
Well, it's not saying much because we've had a lot of people.
A lot of hate to go around.
Yeah, I mean, when you're in the SEC, like you hate a lot of folks.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of rivals. So, I'm sorry, man. I'm not on board with the woe is me victim. Oh, it stinks to be a Tennessee fan, bro. Really? Tennessee right now
very
is
good
rolling.
to be a Tennessee fan.
Tennessee right now is rolling in sports.
But which is it toughest to see Florida just because that's an SEC rival? The rivalry with Florida goes deeper than Ohio State, and I would say UConn women's basketball, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
the thing about UConn winning is if UConn didn't win, it would have been South Carolina. I don't think Tennessee fans wanted to see them win.
Well, they hate Geno more than they hate Don Staley. I don't think anybody hates Don Staley. It's just when you win and dominate, people get tired of you.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably more the case with Don Staley. But there's a dislike between Tennessee fans and Geno. I mean, this won 12 national championships. I mean, it's just ridiculous. It's you're numb to it. I would probably have to go with Florida because there's the jealousy of them bringing in a coach who won it in year number 3.
Yeah. Yeah, and Florida football has been trying to climb back up. Basketball's not been at the national title level as they expected for several years now. Caleb texted in, though. He went with the start bench cut of how to rank it. He said Geno, Florida, then Ohio State. So seeing Geno win another one was the toughest for him.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that. But he's won 12.
Yeah, what's another one?
I mean, at some point, I think you just kind of get numb to all the winning that he, has done.
Yeah, similar to when Brady got to 7. You're like, okay,
yeah,
what are we gonna say here?
But like Todd Golden comes up in here after Tennessee had their 2019 season, stinks his first season, Second season, they were better. Had a little run there late in the season, then boom, this year happened.
Mm-hmm. He's not even 40. He turns 40 this summer.
No. And that's a rival you play multiple times in the season. But hey.
Yeah, this text backs up what you said. It's tough because Florida accomplished it in 3 years under a new coach.
Yeah.
Now, to the question of which was tougher for Tennessee fans to watch, this text says, if you don't watch it, you don't have to watch it. There is the old opt-out option, similar to a bowl game. Opt out if you have to.
No, you can definitely opt out if you want to.
Another text, let's talk about the lovely golf course of Augusta National. No more Florida Gators. So that might answer the question itself.
Grass is green there. It's pretty.
Mm-hmm.
I'll follow your lead on that one, man.
You're going to go with Mr. Scheffler to win this Thursday? Should we make that a face-off question or any need? Who is your runner-up finish to Scotty Scheffler?
Why would I pick anybody else?
I don't know why. Jay Busby normally joins us from Yahoo Sports on Tuesdays, by the way. He will not today because he's at the interview session for the Masters. So a quick plug for Jay. Go check out his work at Yahoo Sports as the tournament begins now in less than 2 days. So they'll start up on Thursday when we catch up with Austin Price so we can get his pick of the Masters. See what he thinks. He's a local golf expert.
He's the expert. At least he looks like one when you see him.
That's right. He's got to get an NIL deal.
He already has one.
Mr. Millar?
Yeah, he already has one. Can't convince me otherwise. But, yeah, the Masters is the next big sporting event. But for me, it's College World Series.
Omaha.
It's about the orange.
We'll come back, 865-656-9900. Thank you for hanging out with us this afternoon. Call or text 865-656-9900 if you would like to join us on Josh and Swain.
What's up, my fellow VFLs? Josh Dobbs here. This year I'm inviting all former volunteer athletes to join me April 10th and 11th at the beautiful Tennessee National Golf Club. My 4th annual Extraordinary Charitable Golf Classic will be filled with competitive golf, great views and vibes, and an exclusive opportunity to continue to build our VFL community. All proceeds benefit the community of Knoxville, so to all potential players and those interested in sponsorship opportunities, you can visit our website at extraordinarydollarsfoundation.org. I'll see you on Rocky Top soon. Go Vols.
Fellas, when you're feeling low on energy or something just feeling off, well, Low T Center is the place to go. It's very convenient, right there in Turkey Creek. You walk in, you're going to see a real medical provider. You're going to get your energy back. No complicated process, just results. Also, guys, you're going to have the power to choose how you want to be treated. You can be treated right there by visiting the clinic, or you can be treated from home. Either way, you'll also always receive the highest quality of care. And right now, you can get a free consultation. If you qualify, treatment is covered by most health insurance. It's an affordable way to check your testosterone and kickstart your life, so you do not want to wait at all. The next step is going to the website. That's lowtcenter.com. When you do that, rest assured that you are on your way to reclaim that energy and confidence to tackle anything. lowtcenter.com is the website. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
This has been a paid announcement.
Hey, Dad. The pharmacy called. Sounds like you still haven't picked up your heart medication. Are you all right?
It's on all of us to know the signs, and essential community services are available to help. Don't let your call go unanswered. Call Adult Protective Services at 1-888-277-8366. 1-888-277-8366. Brought to you by the Tennessee Department of Human Services in this station.
Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive makes bundling easy and affordable. Get a multi-policy discount by combining your motorcycle, RV, boat, ATV, and more. All your protection in one place. Bundle and save at Progressive.com.
Breaking news coming in from Bet365, where every nail-biting overtime win
Y'all moving? I saw a pod in your driveway.
Ugh, don't get me started. It's been so frustrating.
What happened?
We had a pinhole leak in our water pipes while we were on vacation, and the water damaged our entire downstairs.
Has that ever happened before?
Yeah, we had a minor leak about a year ago, and our plumber said it would happen again if we don't fix the problem.
What did he recommend?
He recommended replacing all the plumbing in the house or calling Aqua Clear Water Systems.
Replace all the plumbing? Oh, that sounds expensive.
Oh, it was. So my husband said, don't worry about it, and we'll take our chances.
What did AquaClear say?
We never ended up calling AquaClear.
Well, I've heard AquaClear has some kind of systems that'll help with pinhole leaks. That sounds a lot easier than replumbing your whole house.
I am not waiting for another leak. I'm going to give AquaClear a call.
Here's the website, aquaclearws.com.
Honey, we need a new roof.
Go to moshingles.com and get a quote in 60 seconds.
Are they any good?
Yeah, they're a top-rated roofing company in East Tennessee and A+ rated with the BBB.
Free instant quotes at moshingles.com.
I had the worst dream last night. You were in a car crash and the kids and I were on our own. We had to move out of the house because I couldn't afford it anymore.
That's awful, hon.
My brother got life insurance from Ethos, and it only took 10 minutes. And he got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day. It's all online. No medical exam. He just answered a few health questions right from his house.
Ethos, here we come.
Visit ethos.com/sports. Ethos.com/sports.
Sample rate is a 10-year term life policy for 35-year-old healthy, non-smoking male. Billed monthly.
Stream the Sports Animal free via the app, your smart speaker, your favorite streaming service, or the website at 991thesportsanimal.com.
The hottest sports stories of the day, broken down to their very core with honest, informed opinions. Here's Josh and Swain on the Sports Animal.
This is Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us. Mike in the text box. Swain, let's talk about lawn care.
I'm all about it, man. I'm all about it. Laid down some fertilizer the other day.
Making moves, huh?
All right.
It's time.
Easy system, man. Dickens Landscaping. They take care of you, man. It makes it really, really easy. So I got the system where step-by-step guide, lay down some fertilizer, keep the weeds away a couple days ago. So perfect timing because it was right before it rained. So let's talk about lawn care all day.
We're looking at 52, 54 degrees and sunny the rest of this afternoon.
Yeah, it's going to be chilly next day or two.
It's funny, you get to those 80s and then you drop back down and
it's Knoxville, Josh.
You're like, what's happening here? It feels so cold.
It's Knoxville.
But when it's 30 and it jumps up to 52, whoo, nice little heat wave.
Yeah, it's Knoxville, man.
Tomorrow's 67, though, and sunny. Friday, not as good. But next week, it's on.
Next week is on.
Hey, one quick gripe, one quick thing that grinds my gears. We talked about reviews. The review system has got to be fixed.
Got to review.
It is inefficient, and that is putting it nicely. The cutaways after a big shot, big basket is made to the crowd while the ball is in play. What are they doing here? We got live action. Let's go to the gameplay. They almost missed a shot. They went to the crowd reaction for so long that we almost missed a jump shot on the other end of the floor because they spent so much time showing the crowd reaction. I know the crowd's cheering. I can hear it.
Yep.
I don't need to see the fans cheering.
Yeah.
I need to see the game. The Tennessee-Kentucky game, we missed a steal and almost missed the shot going back in because they went to parents. Happy that the parents were celebrating for whoever made the shot. I don't recall who made the shot. But then Tennessee steals on the inbounds play. We didn't see the steal because they're showing the crowd celebrating. We don't need that. So quick grinding my gears issue from the tournament here.
You've been holding this in, huh?
Yes, I have. Enough's enough.
You feel better?
I can hear the crowd. That's the point of the microphones. Let me see the basketball on the court.
You feel better?
A little bit better. Yeah. When a timeout's called and you want to pan to the crowd, have at it. Because I do actually kind of want to see the reaction to whatever momentum has been building. But when the ball's in play, show me the game.
I agree with you. Yeah, I don't want to see the parents. I don't want to miss any of the game. Like,
yeah.
You can show the parents.
It's one thing if there's a stoppage. Everything's available at that point.
Yeah.
You got to show something. But if the ball is in play, there's only one thing that needs to be shown, and that is the gameplay.
Yeah, but in stoppage, like, who wants to see the parent just sitting there not reacting to anything? If you're going to cut to the parents, live action will be the time to do it.
Now, the only cutaway I'll create a small exception for here, because it was so beautifully done, and that was LSU's opponent hitting the shot, and it immediately went to Kim Mulkey, right? But it was right behind the shooter, and it went to her face, and the pure disgust. That's art, is what that is.
That's how you TV.
Yeah, we're not missing anything with the gameplay when you go to that. That's right. That's good directing. That's good production. But just showing parents or fans cheering, I don't need that. I need the game.
Maybe you should reach out.
It's off my chest.
I'm sure there's other people that feel the same way. Serious. It was a good March Madness. It really was, man. 4 number 1 seeds came down to the wire in both rounds.
If we're tuning in on the radio, does Bob Kessling stop telling you what's happening in the game to tell you that the fans behind him are clapping and high-fiving? Is Mike Keith going to stop telling us what's happening in the game so he can tell us, hey, the parents over there are excited their son made a shot. Are they going to tell you where the ball's going now? What's the difference? Okay.
You should cut this part out and send it in.
Give me some steps. I'm going to get down from the soapbox here.
You'll need steps.
Just jump down?
Just jump down.
Swain's pains and Ward's woes, says Jesse.
A lot of venting today on the program. A lot of venting.
Chip's got my back. Said, proud of you, Josh. You said it with your chest. I totally agree. We want to watch the game.
I'm surprised you didn't say, well, it's not ideal to not be able to watch the game and, watching a parent eat popcorn. I'm glad you said it with your chest. Good job, man.
I didn't have time for the roundabout. I just made a quick turn.
Roundabout Ward.
Drew's got my back.
Not
Drew
today.
in Greenville. Preach, Josh. Missed the play after the Felix dunk. There you go. Not too much to ask to be able to see the game.
I
wait long enough to see it. They tip off so late these days. Once we get to the game, let's see the game.
That's true. I've never noticed it. It never bothered me like that.
Yeah. Jeff says, we missed the steal that led the Z3 against Kentucky. I had to wait until after the game. There was a clip that was shown after the game to actually see what had happened. I didn't know who stole, who made the play.
I never caught it. Never paid attention, man. Thank you, Josh.
Now, Jordan says, I think it's a matchbox when Josh is stepping on one, not a soapbox. Okay, that's fine. Okay.
Well, you stepped on something.
You know what? I took a stand. That's what I did.
That's what you did. That's more important, man.
In other news, Josh thinks they should stick with orange and white jerseys.
You took a stand, man. Those toes might be little, but you were 10 toes down, Josh.
Yeah, I wasn't on my tiptoes like I might be for a picture sometimes trying to level up. I was firmly planted on that one.
Man.
And to close out the segment, sorry, fellas, I missed Slay. Was there any talk about Rodney Rice? A couple things. You can go back and check out the Slay ride. He was on for about 45 minutes as he was joining us while traveling. Had a great conversation, including talking about Rodney Rice, who reportedly will visit here in a few days, a two-guard from Maryland, backcourt teammate of Jacoby Gillespie, who has said, I'm going to recruit him, try to get him to Tennessee. So he is a player to watch, and Ron Slay was a fan of the idea.
Is Villanova in it for Rice, too?
At one point, they were considered an option for obvious reasons. Maryland's coach went to Villanova.
If you're a Villanova fan and neither of Willard's players from Maryland wants to come play with the coach you just hired, that has to be somewhat of a red flag. Like, I'm not just saying that because of just Jacoby Gillespie, because he's going home. He's going home. Home is where the heart is. He's going to get paid. But, like, if it's multiple players who are like, nah, Coach Willard, I'm good. I'm going somewhere else, or I'm staying. I don't want to play for you at Villanova. Like, I would be a little concerned if I was a Villanova basketball fan. Yeah, bring on Rodney Rice. Plays defense. Almost getting you 15 points per game. Oh, yeah. Let's go. He's from Maryland, so that'd be a little harder to get.
Maryland's not that far away.
Oh, I agree, but I'm talking about, he might want to stay closer to home. Is Maryland an option for him to stay? Play for Buzz Williams? I know there has not been much contact between Buzz and Rodney Rice, but, Buzz is a good coach. He's better than the coach they had before.
I don't think you like this Willard guy.
I don't like the way he treated people.
Mm-hmm. No, he didn't learn his lesson from his Seton Hall exit. Seton Hall, if you go back and watch his press conferences, what he said publicly about the Maryland job at the time, he said the exact same thing about Villanova while he was on the final run with Maryland. Especially the part of, I haven't even talked to my agent. I don't even know who we're talking to. Okay. We'll come back. But Rodney Rice scheduled to visit Tennessee, as Tennessee has added 2 players in the transfer portal so far, both official. Tennessee has announced Jacoby Gillespie and Jalen Carey, a forward from Vanderbilt. We'll move forward. 30 minutes to go, and attaboy still to hand out thanks to Native Design. Thank you for being with us as we continue on Josh and Swain.
Now you can text the sports animal. Try it out. 865-656-9900. Text us. 865-656-9900. That's 865-656-9900 to text the sports animal.
Honey, we need a new roof.
Go to moshingles.com and get a quote in 60 seconds.
Are they any good?
Yeah, they're a top-rated roofing company in East Tennessee and A+ rated with the BBB.
Free instant quotes at moshingles.com.
Time now for a Sports Animals Sports Minute.
Florida is the men's college basketball national champion after defeating Houston 65-63 last night in the NCAA men's tournament final. The Gators overcame a 12-point second-half deficit and locked down Houston defensively to prevent Houston from getting off a final shot in their final possession. Will Richard scored 18 points to lead the Gators in the win. Major League Baseball today, just after 4 o'clock, White Sox visit the Guardians, Mets host the Marlins. 6:45, Cardinals visit the Pirates, Dodgers take on the Nationals, Red Sox host the Blue Jays. Just after 7, Rays take on the Angels, Phillies visit the Braves. 7:45, Royals host the Twins, Rangers visit the Cubs, Brewers take on the Rockies at 8:40. At 9:45, Orioles visit the Diamondbacks, Mariners host the Astros, Reds take on the Giants, and the Padres visit the A's just after 10. Tennessee baseball takes on Alabama State tonight at Lindsey Nelson Stadium. First pitch is set for 6 o'clock. Catch the game right here on the Sports Animal. I'm Joel Silverberg.
Over 50 years experience, CRS Exteriors, the name you can trust for all your exterior home renovations. Locally owned and operated, CRS provides expert craftsmanship, superior products, windows, siding, doors, roofing, and you'll always get hassle-free, honest pricing, 12 months interest-free financing. 670-8823. Call today.
Man, throw it hard.
This is my husband.
Right here. Come on, I'll catch it. Oh, man.
And that was our bay window. And that is a sign my husband's in a lot of trouble.
Better call Instaglass. Instaglass can replace and fix glass instantly. In fact, they can get it done the same day. They also fix moisture in your glass or fogged windows by repairing seal failures fast. They even have a 10-year warranty. Call Instaglass at 567-4555 or go online to instiglass.com.
Hello, Knoxville. This is Mitchell Parton with Frazier's Carpet One.
Fraser's massive in-stock selection means buying power muscle, and that means big savings for you. Fraser's always keeps hundreds of thousands of square feet of the best-selling carpet, hardwood, luxury vinyl tile and plank, and more, all in stock. Plus, no money down and free financing for an entire year. So call 546-4850 for a free in-home estimate. If you're even thinking about new floor covering and going to the big box stores, think again and come to Fraser's Carpet One. Apples to apples, we guarantee it. Fraser's will beat the big box stores with no money down and free financing for an entire year. We make it easy. Everything for the floor from the store you trust more. Fraser's Carpet One.
Some people swear that cold showers have health benefits. This is fine. But most everyone else dreads running out of hot water. If you're sick of cold showers and your water smells funny or looks brown, then it's time to call the plumbing experts at Pipe Wrench Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling for water heater services. Voted best plumbing company in Knoxville 7 years in a row. Whether you need emergency water heater repairs, replacements, or maintenance for traditional tank style or tankless water heaters, our certified technicians will restore your hot water in no time. If you need a new water heater, Pipe Wrench also offers free on-site estimates for replacements and free second opinions on repairs. And if budgets are tight, we offer 0% financing with approved credit. And if you sign up for our Peace of Mind maintenance plan, you get an annual water heater flush, plus a full plumbing system inspection, sewer line video camera inspection, biannual HVAC system check, and much more for as low as $20.25 a month. Call Pipe Wrench at 865-264-8090 or book online at pipewrench.com to schedule your appointment today.
Swung on and hit into deep left field. Back to the wall. It's gone.
Lady Ball softball is underway at Sherry Parker Lee Stadium.
Walk-off home run.
Cheer on the Lady Balls as they take on SEC opponents Arkansas, Mississippi State, Auburn, Texas A&M, and more on Rocky Top. Better hurry. Tickets are going fast. We'll see you at Sherry Parker Lee Stadium for Lady Ball softball. View the schedule and get your tickets at allvols.com.
This is VFL Eric Ainge for my friends at LC Fence. LC Fence serves all of East Tennessee, especially right here in Knox County. They have been dedicated to their employees, this community, and doing business the right way for over 40 years now. They can install chain link, wood privacy, wood picket, aluminum or steel, vinyl, farm fencing, and any style of gate or operator. LCFence.com is your best starting point. When it comes to the liability of your company, the safety of your pets or family, don't trust anybody but LC Fence. LCFence.com.
This report is sponsored by Robert Half. At Robert Half, they found that 67% of companies want to increase contract talent. That's why their recruiters' expertise and award-winning AI work quickly to find the skilled candidates you want. At Robert Half, they know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
Cold late day sunshine, only 53 after a lot of us started at freezing. Should be all dry with an even colder night on tap. Wednesday morning. 20s up high, near freezing in Knoxville, but then we really ramp things up, at least briefly, to the middle 60s with rain Thursday, Friday. From the WVLT Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Ben Cathy.
This report is sponsored by Cordell & Cordell.
Cordell & Cordell, Divorce and Family Law. 866-323-7529. 408 North Cedar Bluff Road, Suite 425, Knoxville, Tennessee, 37923. CordellCordell.com.
Back on Josh and Swain, thank you for being with us. Always available in the WNML app. We appreciate you if you are streaming live wherever you might be. You can listen on demand. Apple, Spotify as well. Thanks to Beatty Chevrolet. We're on YouTube. You can stop by there and subscribe. 99.1 The Sports Animal. Jason Swain here, VFL, former Tennessee wide receiver. I'm Josh Ward with another segment to go coming up. We had a question. We're going to hand out an attaboy here in a moment. But Chase noting the Crab 5 nickname was really cool and suggested that we start brainstorming for next season's team nickname. Not remembering if Tennessee had one. You've had some branding. I mean, they're Ernie and Bernie days.
What was Admiral Schofield and Grant, that peanut butter and jelly or something like that.
Yep, that's right.
I mean, not really original. Crab 5 was pretty good.
Crab 5 is really good.
Yeah. I mean, it really was a spin to ignore the fact that their bench was so bad.
Right.
And highlight how good the starting 5 was. I mean, that's really what it was, but it was, I mean, it was brilliant. I don't know. I think it might be a little too early for that. Gotta see how they play first and see who's good.
Yeah, we'll see how it comes together, but
I'm all for a good nickname. That makes it fun.
We're still working on getting a Jacoby Gillespie Day in Greenville, right?
I mean, I don't know what we waiting on. You think it's too late to do it?
Yeah, I can still do it. Got plenty of time.
I mean, it would have been the best day the day he was announced. I mean, yesterday probably would have been good.
Sure, but he was announced officially yesterday, which you could do, but do you want to do it on the day of the national championship when your rival's winning it?
Well, should have been nothing today then, right?
The day after while they're celebrating the national.
All right, when's a good time then?
Well, I mean, look at my schedule.
I mean, I think that would be really, really cool.
Yeah. I'd still like to see it happen.
Well, it's going to be a really cool story. I mean, someone that wanted to play at Tennessee, attended a couple games. It's not the same Tennessee, Jacoby, that you used to come and watch. And we used to lose football games. We're a little bit better now, Jacoby. So when you go to games, you can expect Tennessee to win them.
He is transferring to an everything school.
Yeah.
Yep. Jacoby Gillespie. Jacoby Gillespie announced yesterday. Jalen Carey announced today, with more targets out there for Tennessee, including Gillespie's teammate at Maryland, guard Rodney Rice. We continue on the show, 865-656-9900 if you would like to connect, as right now we hand out today's Attaboy.
I just wanted to come by and congratulate you on the great work you've been doing.
I like your style. You remind me of a young me.
Failure is not an option.
That boy is good.
Homes, remind yourself, nobody built like you. You design yourself.
Attaboy. We hand out Attaboys and Attagirls every day thanks to Native Design. Great local company. They're celebrating 20 years this year. They brought us the sleigh ride earlier today, and today we get to hand out an Attagirl. Swain, this is a cool story. There are many negative stories you can find that come from social media, but you can find a lot of good that happens with it. I like to say use social media. Don't let social media use you. And today's Attagirl would be an example of using social media for good.
Yeah, for sure. We'll go to Pittsburgh, where Tammy Conzier was dining at a local restaurant with her son, and she met a lady by the name of Betty, who was her waitress. During the conversation, Tammy was heartbroken to learn that Betty was still working at the age of 81 years old. Not by choice, but because she had to. She was only surviving on $910 a month from Social Security, and just that wasn't enough to cover her bills. And so Tammy was determined to help. She went to TikTok and shared Betty's story in hopes that the online community would step in, and that's exactly what they did. She started with a GoFundMe goal of $25,000, but the outpouring of support far exceeded expectations. 13,000 people donated for a total of $319,000, and Betty was able to retire. How about that?
Yep. In the TikTok video, she shared tearfully, "I'm overwhelmed with joy, but like overwhelmed with all the messages because I never knew this was going to happen. Humanity just band together and retired this lady." Somebody commented. Everybody came together for a good cause.
That's right.
You can come together for the negative, or you can come together for the positive. And this is overwhelmingly positive. Love it. We hand out Attaboys and Attagirls every day. Today to Tammy Conzier with her story and the way that she brought so many people together using social media to help retire Betty and allow her new opportunities. We hand out Attaboys and Attagirls every day, finding the positive stories, those doing well, sometimes in sports, sometimes stepping away from the field, the court, you name it. We do that thanks to Native Design, your local custom pool and hardscape specialists, transforming outdoor spaces for 20 years into breathtaking retreats where families gather, friends connect, and memories are made. Looking to spend and enjoy more time outside? Get in touch with Native Design to see how they can help. Call 865-310-3256 or go visit the website nativetn.com. Native Design, your local custom pool and hardscape specialists. Final segment coming up. Final thoughts on today's show. A look ahead into the future show as well here on this Tuesday, April 8th. One segment to go today on Josh and Swain.
When you switch to Progressive, you could save bundling your home and auto. Then you could put that money towards some of the surprisingly more expensive things in life.
Attention passengers, we've reached 10,000 feet and internet is now available for purchase. I just paid hundreds for this flight and you can't even throw in internet? I'll just take the free pretzels.
Sorry, but I do have snack boxes for sale.
I'm just gonna sleep.
In that case, we are selling pillows and blankets as well.
I'll just breathe. That's free, right?
Life costs a lot, so bundle and you could save with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
It's Spring Black Friday at the Home Depot, so what are you working on? If you're sprucing up your lawn, you know there's no such thing as too much mulch. So don't miss this special buy. 5 bags of Scott's Earth Grow mulch for only $10 at the Home Depot. Promote healthier soil, prevent weeds, and beautify your yard with mulch that maintains its color for up to 12 months. Shop 14 days of deals during Spring Black Friday, now through April 16th at the Home Depot.
For pure safety and total clean, call Zero Res. Right now, you can get 3 for the price of 2. That's 3 rooms of carpet clean, but only pay for 2 when you mention me, Tyler Ivanson, the Sports Animal. To secure this deal, you need to book today online at ZeroResKnoxville.com.
Celebrate 7 decades of dogwood arts. Follow the pink lines and explore over 90 miles of blooming dogwood trails, a Knoxville tradition since 1955. Hopscotch through Chalk Walk and make memories at the Dogwood Arts Festival with over 100 fine art vendors, live entertainment, and food trucks in World's Fair Park from April 25th through the 27th. Enjoy live music at Southern Skies Music and Whiskey Festival featuring Charlie Crockett, the Dirty Govnas, Willow Avalon, and many more. And don't miss the Tennessee Whiskey Experience, where you can sample spirits from across the state. May 10th in World's Fair Park. Make memories you'll never forget at Knoxville's favorite springtime celebration. Presented by ORNL Federal Credit Union. Visit dogwoodarts.com for more details.
Brought to you in part by The Sports Animal, a proud supporter of Dogwood Arts.
Big savings right now on all floor covering at Frazier's Carpet One. Hello, Knoxville. This is Mitchell Parton with Frazier's Carpet One, and for a very limited time, Frazier's is having a massive blowout sale on all in-stock flooring. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, luxury vinyl tile and plank, ceramic, area rugs, and more, Frazier's has hundreds of thousands of square feet of all flooring in stock. And right now, if it's in stock, it's on sale, up to 50% off. As a fourth-generation, family-owned business, you don't stay in business for 65 years if you don't offer value. Plus no money down and free financing for an entire year. Just give us a call at 546-4850 and we'll come to you with free in-home estimates and free in-home shopping.
If you're thinking about getting new countertops, call the pros at Smoky Mountain Tops. Take the luxury of quartz countertops outside with Caesar Stone's new outdoor collection. Caesar Stone Quartz is stain-resistant, easy to clean, and highly durable. Whether it's Lindsey Nelson Stadium or your residential projects, Smoky Mountain Tops would love the opportunity to earn your business. Quality, service, dedication. SmokyMountainTops.com. That's SmokyMountainTops.com. Proud supporters of the Tennessee Vols.
Progressive Commercial Insurance can protect your small business with over 30 coverage options, an easy-to-use mobile app, personalized discounts, and more. Get a quote in as little as 6 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Discounts and coverage selections not available in all states or situations.
The Sports Animal app has a special second stream and a link to our latest videos. Download the Sports Animal app.
From the Budweiser studios of The Sports Animal, we are 99.1 The Sports Animal.
We're back on Josh and Swain. Thank you for being with us. Final segment of today's show. We will be back tomorrow at 12 o'clock. Jill Silverberg, we're going to be out at the Civic Coliseum. Big day coming up for the Knoxville Ice Bears.
Yeah, the playoffs start tomorrow, so game one of the best-of-3 first-round series is tomorrow night at the Knoxville Civic Coliseum at 7 o'clock. So Knoxville taking on Roanoke. Big rivalry. These two teams have played each other 34 times over the last 3 years. That's not an exaggeration. So big rivalry first-round playoff series, game one tomorrow night at 7.
All right, so we are excited to be out there tomorrow. Big things happen. Ice Bears, great organization, and they've been great organization right here in Knoxville for quite some time. So Joel Silverberg, voice of the Ice Bears. We will be back tomorrow from 12 until 3 to get you set.
Do we fight in the playoffs, Joel? Or do we kind of tone it down a little bit?
We tone it down more than the regular season, but it's not unheard of, especially in this league.
If someone messes around, they can find out in the playoffs too?
Yes, very much so.
All right.
Joel's got the playoff beard going, by the way.
Yeah, I started growing it when we clinched, so it's coming in full, so it's ready this year.
Was that a humble brag? Sounded like it.
It's just, we clinched a few weeks ago, so it's nice to know that, playoffs are back in Knoxville. So this is my favorite time of the year, is playoff hockey. We've got the Stanley Cup playoffs coming up in a few weeks. The Ice Bears are in the playoffs starting tomorrow. This is one of my favorite times of the sports calendar.
Well, I mentioned that because there's some people out here, Joel, they can't grow a beard. It takes them a lot longer. And I feel like you were bragging that it only took you like a week or two to get a full beard.
No, I had to start like when we clinched, because if I had waited till the regular season ended this past Saturday, it would not be full before tomorrow night's playoff game. So I had to start 3 weeks ago.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, Joel. Your beard looks better than Josh's.
Okay.
You all right? You need a cough drop? I got some right here if you need some, Josh. Oh, you need water,
all
too?
Good.
My
I'm all
goodness.
good. Yep, we're all clear.
Okay.
We're all clear. Thank you for that.
I saw Joel yesterday. I was like, man, that's a dang good beard, man.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. All right, so.
I might come in. Well, I can't shave now because the Ice Bears are about to start the playoff run. But at the end, maybe I'll go clean shaven.
Well, you could shave today and then start growing it tomorrow, since the playoffs start tomorrow.
I don't know if I have that kind of move in me anymore. We'll see. News, but we're excited. Tomorrow, Knoxville Ice Bears will get you set with the postseason. This will not be exciting news for Lady Vols fans, but South Carolina landed the nation's leading scorer from Florida State. I think you were hoping to see her maybe make a stop in Knoxville, but headed to Columbia.
You should make a stop in Knoxville, all right? It'll be playing for a different team. I mean, if she was playing for South Carolina this past Sunday, they probably would have won the national championship. They could use instant scoring. So, yeah, great pickup for Dawn Staley. I'm kind of jealous, but whatever.
That's okay.
Mm-hmm.
You're either a Vol or you're not. You're either a Lady Vol or you're not. Isn't that how it goes?
And she's not.
She's not. She is not. She's a Gamecock.
She is a Gamecock.
Okay.
For whatever that is. So, all right. Next, there's a Rutgers transfer. Probably got the best handles I've ever seen. Female. Now, she was suspended there at Rutgers for something, but she's a baller. Hopefully we can get her. And I know we will do a good job of getting more players, because what Kim was able to do in her first year, having the success that she can point to, should make it easier to get more players this time around. So all eyes are on the women's portal and the Lady Vols as they address their roster as well.
We will be on to more portal watching. Tennessee football, which as of tomorrow will be 3 days away from the orange and white game. Between now and tomorrow, there likely will be another lawsuit filed against the NCAA, with the latest being Chris Jenkins, the NCAA tournament hero for Villanova.
I need to file one.
Filing his lawsuit against the NCAA with the House settlement case and other court appearances happening today. It is a revolving world of the NCAA, and we will be back tomorrow to discuss as much of it as we can. Thank you for hanging out with us today. Joel Silverberg, thank you as always. We'll see you and talk to you tomorrow at noon on Josh and Swain.
You run a great local business. Unfortunately, it's buried on page 15 when people search for your service online. Thankfully, there's Cumulus Boost. Cumulus Boost helps your business increase your online presence. Don't get overshadowed by large corporations when your neighbors need your business the most. You work too hard to go unnoticed.